One of the American guys turns up and he goes, well, 16 years ago when I started wrestling school, I had no idea that one day I would participate in an anal explosion time bomb match. The referee was cosplayed as Donald Trump, and for some reason, then halfway through, he got involved in a love affair with one of the wrestlers. It was so strange. I remember watching backstage on the monitor, and I'm like, I couldn't follow anything. It was so bizarre.
You were like, that should have been me. Welcome back to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm joined once again by the boys and a returning guest who you've all been waiting for. It's Ladybeard.
Trash Tasties! How's it going?
Oh, God.
Yes!
Oh, my God.
Yes! This is out of control. This is it. This is it.
You know what?
I still hear you from last episode
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my head.
yeah.
The sound has never left
I don't know
me.
why we need coffee this
Yeah,
we
really don't.
We're like already
It's
awake
the real
now.
thing. We're
back.
We've
Is
been
it?
it. It's been
4 long years.
4
4
years.
long years.
4
That's
years.
one whole political leader. It's been one political leader since I saw your house. How's it going?
Good. I've been parasocially keeping up with you.
Thank you,
I
man.
see your TikTok.
Bless
your
you.
dances are amazing.
Thank
It's
you.
cool
It's
to
very
see.
kind of you.
Glad
Thank
to see
you.
you doing your amazing thing, man.
Thank
It's just
cool.
awesome
I
to
appreciate
see that you have not changed.
Yeah, you're
all.
still
No, man.
killing it.
Yeah.
You're still doing
Still
it.
doing the
I
things
mean,
I do.
Yeah.
Last time you came here was the old studio, right?
Yes,
it was the
it
old
was.
studio. Well, the studio is still carrying your scars from the last studio. If you look at the the board right there,
Yeah.
you can see the dents there that are
On your silver platter.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
silver platter that are from the
Yeah, you knocked over the set and it fell to the ground and it dented it.
you
I
have
remember
left your
knocking
mark.
over the set.
Yes.
That was a highlight of my career.
Really? Destroying our set.
I do apologize for the inconvenience caused, but also just let me say, thank you so much for having me on again.
No, thank you.
No
No
worries,
worries,
man.
no worries.
So the last one, since the last one, like every convention I've done,
Yes.
just all the fans have been like, "You were so good on Trash Taste. I love you on Trash Taste.
Oh, really?
I can't wait to see you
Oh.
again on Trash Taste."
Hell yeah.
it's been amazing, man. So like, thank you guys for having me on.
Cool.
It was
No
a
worries.
giant awareness campaign
Oh.
for me. I appreciate it.
No. Dude, you're just a fun fucking guy to hang
Bless
out with.
you.
yeah,
You're a
yeah.
fun
You guys
guy.
are superstars. You guys are superstars.
No.
You've got an awareness with or without us.
Yeah.
Ah,
100%.
We are
Bless
lucky
you.
to have you on and join
Ah,
us.
this
Yes.
is-
All
look
right,
at the amount
okay.
of
Look.
love in this room, dear friends. This is remarkable. This
Oh
is
my
a thing of
God.
beauty. This is 4 men in a room expressing mutual affection. That's what's currently
That's as it should be. How it should
Out of
be.
a lot of the Trash Taste episodes, I can remember the most things ever said in an episode from yours, because every 5 minutes you would just say something fucking unhinged.
Yeah.
You were like, I voiced in Bacano.
I did, yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, man.
You were like, yeah, my bathroom towel has this
Oh, yeah, no, the
city
shower
edition.
curtain.
Oh, the
I
shower
have an update for the
curtains.
shower curtain.
Okay.
First things first, if you have not watched the first episode of Ladybeard on Trash Taste for 2021, you need to go and watch that.
Yeah.
It's a refresher,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. So go check that out. Then you'll know context for everything we're about to talk about. All right, my shower curtain.
Yeah.
There's an update on my
Okay, I
shower
would love
curtain.
to hear the
Okay.
update.
So,
Please
since-
do tell us.
Since last time, you guys have moved studios,
Yep.
Yes.
and I too have moved apartments. So
Okay.
I'm now in a
Yes.
different locale from last time.
Congratulations.
Different, thank you. I think it's a downgrade, to be honest. but new apartment, new bathroom, new setup.
Okay.
Yes.
Shower curtain has mold on it now.
No.
New bathroom is badly
No.
ventilated. I can't keep the moisture out of there. Shower curtain's got mold on it.
Which
So-
one? Your South African one,
What,
or
the
the
South
one that
Af-
came with the
No,
apartment?
the South African one, of
Oh,
course.
Yeah.
Bro, so the whole bottom bit, southern hemisphere, it's
cut off.
Mate, Falkland Islands, black mold.
It's probably an improvement. Sorry. Would you rather British or black mold?
The British bring black pudding with them, places, which is good.
They just speed black pudding all over
Pudding
it.
is not bad.
Black
Yeah.
pudding, is black pudding popular in Australia?
I like it.
I've never
doesn't sound like it's
I've never
Australia.
I've never seen it being sold in Australia. Do they sell it or do you make it?
I think they sell it in bags at the supermarket. You get the
You've
black
never
with a bag.
had
Really?
one like a pub?
I think so.
No.
No?
I've never seen it at a pub.
Black pudding's around the place. You got to,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, you have mold on your shower curtain.
Yeah,
so
mate,
what's
so-
happened to it? What's happened
What?
to
You
it?
can't see things properly anymore, can you?
But you still have
not
it?
only, I still have it. I definitely still have it.
Are you festering in mold? Are you?
Yeah, you should probably get rid of it. That's like a health
Yeah,
hazard.
you know.
need to get rid of this.
Yes.
I hate to be.
Nah, because look all the memories attached to my shower curtain. How can I replace her?
I think you'll remember it when you have just like a lungs
I can
that
breathe
come out.
right in the bathroom.
You know, when next time you have bronchitis, you know.
See, what was the city name that you always loved mentioning?
Flirty.
That's it, yeah.
And it turns out that's not the way you say it.
Oh, really?
Apparently the correct pronunciation is Bloemfontein. Allegedly.
Wait.
Because a South African at a convention came up to me and was all like, you said the name of that city wrong. I'll tell you how to say it. It's Bloemfontein. That's how you say it.
Oh, so it's like way more normal than what you said.
That makes more fun. So we must admit, we can all call it blur flirty.
It's so much better. The nomenclature, you've improved on it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate
so, I
that.
think
But
so.
now here's another update. I explained last time how, just for anyone who missed it, I have a shower curtain with a map of the world on it. It's a very, very low quality map of the world. Things are spelt wrongly. Things are drawn to the wrong place. It's a terrible map. But now, with the new layout of the bathroom, when I'm spending time in the bathroom, because the restructuring of the space, I no longer stare at the bottom of Africa. I now get to spend time staring at my favorite US state, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Is that how it's spelled?
That's
on
how
the
it's
thing?
spelled. Oklahoma.
This is a pretty good map of the world if it's also got the state breakdown, but incorrect.
Everything's incorrect.
I'd like to imagine there was somebody out there who was like, I'm going to design a map of the world, but didn't quite know the world.
I got a
They're like, Madagascar? Like, that's a movie, not a place. It's
like the Google Translate equivalent of a map.
No, you know when they put the Google Translate and they put it in the language, multiple languages?
Yeah, and then they translate it back to
English. It's like that.
Oklahoma. So that's good fun.
It's funny.
Yes.
It's funny because I've actually, the whole South Africa thing, I've been to South Africa twice
I
since
wanted
then.
to talk about your African adventures now. We can have a big in-depth. Tell me about Africa.
Now I know.
Joey's colonial show.
Yeah,
Joey and his South Africa adventures.
Joey's got one of those old school safari. Tally-ho then. Off to the rhinoceros.
Undiscovered lands. Yeah, no, I went to South Africa twice since then, and you kind of like preemptively like kind of set the standards for what to expect in South Africa.
Yes.
So I went to Johannesburg and Cape Town.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about your South African experience.
Dude, it was fucking awesome.
Yes?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, have you been?
I'm not. This is why I'm so excited about the idea.
I had this. I remember the first episode you're on. We talked about the only thing I remember so much is we talked about South Africa so much.
We had a big South
That's
African
because it was like on the map of the world.
Yeah, so I had this preconceived notion that you've been to South Africa so many times, and you were like trying to like sell me on it.
No, I'm fascinated by the place.
You need to go now.
Well, I do want to go.
Why?
I think the con that you did,
Yeah.
at least one of them,
Yeah.
I think I was contacting them and we were talking to them, but it hasn't happened yet.
It's the same convention, so they do it twice in Johannesburg and Cape Town.
Now they have to.
Yeah.
From the lips of a sea dog, a South African
It would
convention.
be uncouth of them not to, I think.
You would love Cape Town too. Cape Town's so dope.
Tell me about Cape Town. What happens on the Cape?
Cape Town. What happens on the Cape?
They call it the Cape, do they not?
The Cape. Yeah. Cape Town CT. That's how they call it. Yeah.
See, it sounds like a computer program. CT?
CT.
Or CT dot?
Oh, dude, yeah, it's like legitimately some of the nicest people I've ever met at this convention. One of my favorite conventions I've been to, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's amazing,
I would
man.
highly recommend. I tried to convince these boys to go, but they were like, "We're not going to be on a plane for 20 hours."
What's wrong with the plane for 20 hours? You can read a book.
I also don't think I was invited. Joey, I'm not as cool this year. They don't want that.
If you said on camera right now, "I want to go to the Cape Town convention next year," they will
Okay,
invite
I
you.
don't want to do that to them.
They will do it. They'll put a lot of pressure on them if you do that.
That'd be uncouth of me to do that.
Why don't we all take a moment, stare at Connor and see how he deals with this pressure?
No. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't like this.
Are you saying you don't want to go to South Africa, Connor?
I do want to go to South Africa. I do want to go. I don't know when or where or which place.
Cape Town.
Well, dear organizers of the South African convention, I feel the gauntlet's been thrown down.
Is there a short flight that isn't 20 plus
no,
hours?
not really.
No.
Not really. It's 20 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah.
why don't you organize an itinerary between here and there, and that way you could take steps across the world on your way to South Africa.
Yeah, because I went to Madagascar
This is like my
on the
own
way, and then I
JoJo's
went to Cape
adventure.
Town.
Yes.
Me and the boys.
part three.
Yeah, we make part 3.
Yeah, start in Egypt this time, and then go and make your way down.
Yeah.
I'll cycle it.
Yeah, you'll cycle
from Egypt to South
Cycle Africa.
Cycle all of Africa. How long can it take? Not that long.
Dude, isn't it like, it's like one of the biggest continents, isn't it?
All right, you might want to be careful of that old Saharan desert that's sitting
Yeah.
there. I got a feeling that's
Yeah.
a bit
My
of a-
wheels stuck in a bit of sand.
Yeah.
I don't know how good signal is over there
Starlink,
either.
innit?
You know?
Why don't you could ride it on a tricycle?
What? That would make
Cycle
it.
South Africa, cycle
That
up on a
is harder.
tricycle. Yeah.
This sounds like a
You
Ladybeard.
can do it for charity. That's your gimmick.
This is a
Cycling things for
Ladybeard.
charity.
No. This is a Ladybeard. You on a children's tricycle, and then it's like, and then you break out and dance every 5 seconds.
Maybe
and you
I
start
will.
fucking
Maybe
ripping
I
it.
should dance in every nation of Africa as I
It's what
traverse
the world
country.
needs to
Yes.
heal right
Yes,
now.
that's exactly what I need. I have a children's bicycle story, which is good fun. I had an old friend.
Okay.
An old friend from Australia who lived in
Right.
Japan. He came here in the 80s or something. He is now no longer with us. May he rest in peace. But this dude, his name was Mal. He was the funniest person I've ever met in my life. But he did this. So he lived out in, I think, Ibaraki, and towards the end of his life. And he got upset because he felt the police in Ibaraki would discriminate against him as the only foreigner in town.
right.
So in order to kind of make a point of the fact he felt he was being discriminated against, this is what he did. He went out to the bike store and he bought like a bright pink little girl's bicycle. And he registered it to himself.
Right.
So it's
Right.
his bike legally and everything. And he would ride it around his village. So this 50-year-old Aussie man, he had very sensitive eyes. He was always wearing big black sunglasses.
Right.
And he had long white hair. So riding his little pink girl's bike, his knees would have been coming up by his head every pedal, right?
Okay.
He rode around the village. So of course, the cops see him and they're like, and they stop him and they're like, whose bike is this? And he's like, well, it's my bike. And they're like, oh, we'll see about that. And they do that gimmick where they get your number and they call you
yeah.
registration. So they'd be like, yes, there's a foreigner with a little girl's bike. The registration is 58926. Pretty confident it's not going to be this foreigner's. It's his bike.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
That was his gimmick. And he'd be like, that's right, coppers. And off he goes on his tiny girl's bike.
Oh my God.
Why would he subject himself to all of this?
It's the last bit of retaliation, right? He was
No,
just
he
like,
was-
you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go out doing what I love.
He was a practical prankster, and he was very good at practical pranks.
So an Aussie.
Yeah, he was very Aussie, very Queensland.
Oh, Queensland.
He's
Yeah.
from Queensland, eh? It was awesome.
One thing, I can't remember last time on the episode, if you have since joined a new group, is that?
Yeah, but that's my group, Babybeard. You can see it on my
yeah.
skirt here. This is our name on it, our print on it, Babybeard.
When you last came on, you were on was it a different group?
No,
or-
I announced
you
Babybeard when I was
announced
last.
it.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So since that announcement, we've been doing shows all over the world, left and right. It's been a great
Oh,
time.
congratulations.
Thank you very
Congrats.
much.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Hey, you can go check out my group, Babybeard. I'm Ladybeard at Ladybeard_Japan. My group is Babybeard. Me and 2 Japanese idols at Babybeard_Japan. Our new single, Macho, is on the internet now. You can go to the internet, watch the video, stream the song from our upcoming album, Omakase! Yoroshiku onegaishimasu!
Damn.
Here we are. There's us. There's us on the
There you
internet.
are.
There you are.
Yeah.
There we are.
When's your next show?
I get on a plane tomorrow to the United States. And that's my next show.
To Oklahoma.
Sadly, not to Oklahoma, but Oklahoma conventions. Hey, if you're interested in Babybeard.
That's so cool.
Yeah, thanks,
so
man.
sick.
It's good. So we've been
That's
doing, we've been
awesome.
going here, there, and everywhere, and
Is
we
it
have our
mostly
debut
America?
album coming out soon.
Mostly America you've been touring, or all
Dude,
over
we've
the
done
world?
since our last episode.
Yeah.
We've done the whole thing. We did an Australia tour last year. We're
nice.
doing the America a lot this year.
Right.
We've been to Mexico. We've been to
wow.
Chile.
Wow.
We've been to Europe a
Damn.
bunch of times.
Wow.
We have more Europe coming up next year. It's on like
Right,
a
that
con.
sounds like a long flight.
It's good.
Yeah.
How long
You
is it?
have an adversity to long flights.
It's
eh?
just over 15 hours is asking something of
Really?
man, I think. Yeah. You don't think so?
I quite enjoy the long flight.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you spend a
why
long
do you
flight?
enjoy the long flight? Explain to me the
I'll
process.
tell you why.
Yeah,
Because when you're not on a long flight, when you're in your daily life,
Yeah.
you get out of bed and there's things to do. There's things to do. Okay, I got to do some things.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Another.
I agree.
So when you're on the plane,
You don't have things to
no
do.
internet,
Yeah.
you can't be messed with, and now there's no things to do for 15 hours.
Yeah.
What do you do to pass the time on a flight?
So I used to be a fan of the old watch the film on the plane.
Yeah,
Watched
yeah.
a lot of films on the plane.
Would you watch bad films or would you always try and watch a good film?
No, I particularly watch bad films
Yeah,
because
me
you
too,
can't
me
concentrate
too.
on a good film on
Yeah.
the plane.
Yeah.
True.
So I love a good
Going
bad
on.
film.
True.
A bit of like Jason Statham and a shark.
Exactly. I'm psyching myself up.
Yeah.
Meat or fish. Fuck.
It's all the transporter movies,
Yeah.
one
All
after
of
the
them.
other.
And then I shifted over to the podcast on the plane. So
Oh,
the
yeah?
old
Oh,
podcast
okay,
experience is a
okay.
good experience. The podcast is good. You can kind of nod off and you can come back and you're still with your friends. So happy days. And now recently I've gotten into just sitting.
Oh,
You raw dog
you
it?
raw dog
I'm
flights
raw dog
now?
now.
I understand because I lately have been doing a thing where I'll get on the plane and for the first 3 hours or so, nothing.
Yep.
I'm just kind of sit.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll bring things on the plane like Steam Deck,
Yeah.
stuff on my phone, but I'll just
Yeah, my limit's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I do it for 2 hours.
2 hours of doing nothing.
Yeah,
It's,
just 2
it's
hours.
getting more though. I'm finding myself doing it more, and maybe that's why I'm not a fan of the plus 15 or 20 hours.
Right.
Mainly layovers. I
Yeah,
think,
okay, layovers are a
Because
challenge.
like if it was 20 hours straight,
Yeah.
wouldn't be great. But I think I could at least get over it because I don't have to stress about being somewhere.
That's
or,
true, that's
or
true.
my bag's gonna make it. You know, these kind of things that I feel like are annoying. Or going through, you know, sometimes you stop at an airport and you still have to go through customs or what do you call it? Like the
Security.
security
yeah.
and like
Yeah, do
passport
it again.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, fuck me. Like I just want to relax and I have to fucking go through all this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, you do.
Sorry, I feel like
Sorry.
I'm just
Are you okay? What's wrong with
Yeah.
Connor? What's going
Yeah,
on?
he's
wrong?
He's been traveling a lot, you know.
sick of traveling,
Yes.
Ladybeard.
Wait, why don't you sit up straight? Let's sit
Sorry,
up. Sit
okay.
up straight
Yes.
with Connor. Here we go. We get some air in our lungs. Can I make my chair higher?
Yes, you can.
No, I can't. Max capacity.
Oh,
max.
okay.
All right. We'll sit up straight. We have some air in our lungs. Let's take
Yes.
a deep breath.
Is this what you do before a show?
How do you psych yourself up?
It's not. That's what I do to have a conversation with Connor.
People do find themselves having deep breaths.
I gotta prepare myself before I talk to them.
They do often have to remind
Yeah.
themselves.
I was going to ask if we have like a pre-show routine, but
I do have a pre-show routine.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. But it's very private, and if I explain it, no one else will understand.
Okay.
But I think that's how most pre-show routines
Yeah,
work,
exactly
right?
right. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
personal experience. But you know, in broad terms, you got to warm up your voice so you're ready to sing and scream and whatnot. You got to
Yeah.
warm up your
Yeah,
body
yeah.
so you're ready
Yes.
to dance and all the rest of that. And make sure your costume's done, your makeup is done, and everything.
course.
And
Yes.
of course, make sure the girls are all fine. Make sure whatever the plan for the show is well understood by everyone.
Yes.
And then, like right before we go on, I'll take a moment by myself.
Yes.
And I'll have my private moment that you know other people won't be able to understand. I'll go through my ritual.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now it's time to go.
Damn, I thought you just showed up and you're like, I'm ready.
In the Blade films, Blade is quoted as saying, "I was born ready, mother lover." So that's not what I do.
Yeah, you're not Blade.
You're not Blade.
Regrettably, I'm not really Blade.
I would think you were the one person who would just be ready if I
Yeah.
dropped you off and I'm like,
'Cause
perform.
If you did say to me, okay, hey, there's been an error now, I'd be like, let's go. And
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
just-
because out of us three, I was the only one with a pre-show ritual. I
Really?
would say.
What's
Yeah.
yours, if you don't mind me asking?
I would have my own private time, and there'd be 2 songs that I listen to, and I would just basically need to get the adrenaline pumping, get the adrenaline going, and you know, and then when I'm at my peak energy, I come out and I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Let's go on stage.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, these two, he's probably chowing down a curry before.
I'm
right
even
before-
just like,
Curry pre-stage?
I might have a curry. For you.
Wow, how interesting.
You say that with disgust, not with intrigue.
I'm pro curry. It just seems to me like an interesting decision. Okay, first things first. I'll be honest. I don't know what happens in your show because I wasn't there to see any of it.
Yes.
So tell me about what you actually do on stage.
How would you describe it? It's more.
It's like a talk show.
It's like a comedy show, game show.
All right, so
kind
there's
of.
no jumping around involved.
we
Oh,
would
yeah,
jump
yes,
around.
there
Sometimes
is.
it's quite an engaged show,
Yeah.
but probably nothing close to what you're doing.
No,
actually.
Yeah,
no.
not singing and dancing.
Yeah. And then when we had moments where they were like, all right, Gant's going to talk, I might zone out for 30 30 seconds and forget that I didn't do the tax thing that I was supposed to do. And I'm like, oh, I'm back.
These things happen. Sometimes I do that mid-song.
Dude, it's so weird how this happens. And your mind is like, I'm thinking about something. And you just found yourself, I was on autopilot for 20 seconds there. Let's come back in.
Yeah.
Like, let's get back on this. Let's come back to reality for a moment. It's so weird how you can still function though.
If
and
you're
you're still
doing
doing it.
Japanese TV or something, it happens all the time. The MC says, "Hi, so shitty."
Yeah, you're just zoning out.
all the time. But it is interesting, isn't it? How you can your internal world. It's like your
Yeah.
soul
Yeah.
leaves your body.
It's
and
so
it comes
weird.
back in.
Especially being on stage. Sometimes it doesn't feel real almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you do a lot of shows back to back, maybe. I think
Yeah.
you get more so because you get really comfortable. But I found that when I didn't really do a pre-show or anything, just kind of ate food. And the moment you're in front of the crowd and you see the energy,
Yeah.
kind of like,
Yeah.
they kind of.
I feel it's the moment you
Deflects.
run onto the stage is when your brain like locks
Yeah,
in. It's like,
100%.
all right, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Kind of thing,
100%.
right? Yeah.
When I first got to Japan, it was very much like that. It was in front, like backstage side of the curtain. I was like, I'd always go through this process with myself going, is there some way I can get out of this? Last 5 minutes before going on.
yeah.
And I realized I had no choice that I'd go through the curtain. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. But the moment when you're on stage, it's like, it's all good,
Yeah,
right?
it's all- it's all
for
wonderful.
sure.
This episode is sponsored by Cashapp. Cashapp is a comprehensive peer-to-peer money transfer and non-bank financial platform. It allows users to send and receive money, utilize an optional debit card, invest in stocks, and offer perks like free tax filings. Cashapp helps you manage shared expenses like utility payments, split the cost of a trip, or simply pay friends back for coffee.
From getting paid to growing what you've got, Cashapp makes managing your money effortless and instant without all the fees. And sending money is fast, free, and made for you. You can also personalize payments with stickers and text, and you can collect money from a group with pools. You can also sync your contacts to pay friends easily, or send money confidently with security lock. One of the coolest things about Cashapp is that you can design your own debit card. You can pick from a bunch of different colors and patterns, add your favorite stamps, doodles, or even your own friends' inside jokes to make it totally unique to you. You can also get exclusive savings on stuff you're already buying, like coffee, boba, video games, and more. And if you're the type of person who loves concerts, your Cashapp card gets you early access to ticket sales for huge tours like Kendrick Lamar, SZA, and Sabrina Carpenter. Finally, no need to worry about random monthly charges or minimum balance requirements. Take control of your money today with Cashapp.
So what are you waiting for? Sign up with code THAT'SMONEY10 and get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate your Cash App card and send $5 or more to a friend within your first 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial service platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Discounts and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Incorporated brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Thank you very much for Cashapp for sponsoring us today. Back to the episode.
Are you still doing a lot of wrestling stuff as well?
Yeah, it's COVID-19 changed the whole dynamic. Yeah, so it changed the nature of matches that we're doing. But yeah,
I just want to thank you, by the way, for beating the shit out of Jerry in that one video.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
It was beautiful to see.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
You really beat the shit out of him.
It was the
it was the Mars luchador.
Luchador. That's right. That was good. That was a good time.
Yeah,
If
that
you've
was-
seen Arky Dearest's video where she tries pro wrestling, starring Ladybeard and the multicolored luchador. You should go take a look.
Yeah,
Wasn't even on your channel, I just remember.
She was the one who was doing wrestling. Yeah, all right, sure.
It was a good time, bud.
I mean, it was great until I had like a perfectly
chops, right?
Ladybeard-sized hand bruise on my chest.
Very small hand though, isn't it? I've got little hands.
Yeah, but that hurt like a
I
motherfucker.
later learned that this is like a big thing that is Japan's kind of specific, that they love doing
They
the
love
chops.
the chops. You did the
Yeah.
wrestling as well. You got
Oh
chopped, yeah?
my god! By
Takeshita was chopping you.
Takeshita,
Yeah,
who is
yeah.
now like the world champion. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he chopped the fucking shit out
I
of me.
remember watching that video. He's going, more. You're like, all right.
Because I was hitting him, and I was like, it's starting to hurt me more than I think I'm hurting Takeshita.
Yeah, you got to condition your hand so you can chop well.
But then he did this thing where I remember, I will never forget it. He was like, I'm going to do 40%.
Right.
He's going to chop me. He hit me for 40%, and I was like,
Well, okay, question. Was Takeshita stationary when he chopped you? Like, was he like standing in front of you and then
Yes,
went
he
bam?
was stationary.
Okay, Ladybeard ran at me at full speed.
Run at you.
Yes, you did.
I took a step.
There is nothing. There is nothing more terrifying than a 6-foot bearded man in a dress running at you at full speed, being like, "I'm about to chop you," and I can only stand there in the corner, just like waiting for a truck to hit me.
And you know, people are always like, man, wrestling's fake. I learned there is no way to fake the chop.
No.
It is just painful.
No, it hurts.
It is the fakest in the argument of this is the least, hopefully,
Yeah.
thing that will hurt you the least. But I mean, it's still very much someone smacking the shit out of you.
I was writhing on the ground in the video. That was legit. Like, I was legitimately like,
sorry, Joseph. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
No. It was good. It was funny.
No.
It was funny.
Glad you had it.
It's great content.
Take that week that deserved it.
I've been assaulted by a pro wrestler.
Not funnily
Well,
enough.
I think
Well,
it's
there you
a
go.
nice
I feel lucky
opportunity.
that
we
my
have a mission for the podcast.
I feel lucky that my content is sitting in a room and watching
should
anime
give
for my entire
a
life.
chop at the end of this episode.
I feel like Garth's lungs will collapse.
The greatest request I ever got from a fan was it was my first ever show on Taiwan after I blew up in Japan. So it's my first international show after blowing up in Japan back in 2014 or something. And we're doing Bupan after the show, and this tiny little woman comes up to me and she goes, Can I ask for something, please, Ladybeard? I'm like, oh, of course, sweetheart. What is it? Thinking it's gonna be a hug or autograph her shoe or something like this. She goes, can you please headbutt me? Like, I'm sorry? I want you to headbutt me. So, to explain, a pro wrestling headbutt involves taking the crown of your skull and slamming it into the crown of their skull.
Holy shit.
Different from a martial arts headbutt.
Yeah.
So it's bang,
Yeah.
right? All right, so
what is the reason of doing the crown on the crown?
that's how we do it in pro wrestling. It's
That
pro
makes
wrestling
it
is all
hurts
about
though, right?
Yeah, that's the point. It's who can take more before they've had enough.
Oh,
That's the
God.
objective.
Okay, all right.
So I kind of look at my old manager and I'm like, she wants me to headbutt her. Are we going to get sued? The manager's like, well, she said she wants it. Everyone can see. She said she wants it.
Yeah.
Seems fine. And I'm like, okay. So I grab this tiny woman and I'm like, and she goes, that's not a headbutt. Do it properly.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Hell
God.
yeah.
I'm
That
like,
might be the scariest thing I've ever heard.
I'm like, all right, my friend. I nail her. She's like, oh, thank you. Walks away.
Did you go from like 1% to 90%?
Yeah, I went for exactly.
Oh my god!
I went from
my
1 to
God.
110. I was like, she
like,
made fun
you
of my
asked
man.
for
She said I didn't headbutt hard enough. I said, well, this table will be turned.
Oh my God.
That's
Well, you
so
gave her mercy.
awesome.
Yeah, she didn't want it.
She wasn't interested in my mercy.
Oh my god!
She's probably still holding the scar to this day. She's
Hopefully,
like, yes.
hopefully.
I wonder what compelled her. I would love to know what had psyched her up to be like, I know one thing.
Have you never had a moment where you said to yourself, you know what's missing in my life?
A headbutt.
A headbutt.
A swift
A
headbutt.
headbutt.
I can't say that I have.
No moment?
Like, no. Have you?
You have not gone through a process, especially as a younger man. How old are you now? 30-something?
29.
29. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, have you not gone through a process, especially in your sort of late teenage years?
Yeah, I think I did want someone to.
you went through a Fight Club
yeah,
kind
I
of
very much
period.
so. I very much did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
enjoyed fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
younger.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever requested a head.
Yeah, especially from someone that's probably twice my size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Would you want someone who is like maybe 8 foot to headbutt you?
As a younger individual, yeah.
Now you're like,
I've had my fill. Ladybeard's had his fill.
I have had quite enough of being
Ladybeard's now a man
headbutted.
of peace. Sitting quietly on aeroplanes, just reflecting.
So are you still doing wrestling, or is it
No, I'm
mostly?
still wrestling.
Oh, okay.
I'm still
okay.
wrestling. It's
Because I mostly see the Ladybeard.
Lately,
stuff.
it's been
Yeah,
mainly
yeah,
the
yeah.
music show. But every
Yeah,
time
yeah.
we do a music show, some clown calling himself a pro wrestler comes on stage and takes issue with Ladybeard. So
Right, right.
He needs
Okay.
sorting out before we can finish the show.
Of course, of
Every
course.
show. So
Right.
That's the most wrestling I've been doing recently.
That's awesome.
What's going on? How you going, bro? What's going on? How you going?
It's just funny. I'm picturing it in my head how this goes. Because you're not Ladybeard, and you come up and you just fucking suplex.
like, all right,
me.
bet.
Some of that.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Some of that.
I feel like my life is not complete without watching one of your shows. So please,
you.
if you do want in Tokyo next, please
Thank you
let
very
us
much,
know.
man.
Yeah,
I would love
absolutely.
to.
Please do.
Thank
Yeah,
you
we'd
very
love to
much.
see
I'll
it.
invite you
Yeah.
lads. Thank
Hell
you
yeah.
most kindly.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of conflict and competition.
Okay.
You boys are both married now. That was a bad bad way to lead into that conversation.
I'm not married yet.
Well,
I thought you were married. I thought that's why you went to Africa. I thought it was a honeymoon.
Oh, no. I proposed in Africa.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that was a
Yes.
silly, funny
so
way
So we
to
got the
introduce
3
this topic.
stages.
Three
We got
stages. Married, engaged.
Well, I think you should be the ring bearer and come down to his, and then you should come down the aisleway, hand coming at Joey with the luchador mask on, slow motion. I've got the ring, but here it is. Slap.
And then as I'm writhing on the ground, you just slowly place it in front of me.
I'm in. We'll do it.
Hell yeah. Let's
That'll be
do
my
it.
first trip to Africa. We'll be Joey's wedding. I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, that was a silly, snide, funny way to introduce the topic. I apologize.
Yes.
I mean no offense.
No, of course.
But I haven't seen you since your proposal and
Oh my
marriage.
God,
So
you're right.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
beautiful
you.
thing, right?
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
look
you.
at the wall over
Yes.
there. I'll just.
You're not a man who's
No,
married or
no,
interested in marriage?
no. Are you?
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not married, it's to say.
Well, I imagine Ladybeard has no interest in such trivial things.
Well, listen, man. Ladybeards run around the world headbutting tiny women. I mean, I don't have time for romance.
Perhaps that could have been a proposal in one. I'm not familiar with the culture. Perhaps
The culture of Adelaide.
I love you.
Look,
I love you.
there are some parts in Wales where I'm sure that would be prerequisite to marriage.
I had a question regarding Wales.
Okay, please go ahead. Yeah.
Why is Wales Wales?
Okay.
What do you
It
mean?
feels like the Vikings got to this side of the UK
Yeah.
and they said, we're taking it. Last little bit, can't be asked. How did Wales come to be?
It's because the terrain is such a.
Yeah, basically,
treacherous
piece
for
of-
a very long,
yeah.
Okay, for the very long time, the land of Wales is like not very useful.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's not very good for farming. It's not very good for. So a lot of the time there wasn't much interest in it, and it wasn't until I guess the Romans first of all took it over, and then they left.
Yeah.
And then eventually England took it over.
Okay.
In like 12, I think, 1200, 1260 something, I think.
Right.
Not too sure. But mainly because there was no fucking point.
Really?
It wasn't a point of like they were great at surviving. It was just there wasn't really much going on there. I imagine it's kind of like Perth.
Yeah.
Perth's a beautiful city.
I've never been.
Oh, it's lovely. You've never been to Perth? It's beautiful.
But if that war broke out, I feel like Perth, well, actually, maybe there's some strategic value in it. But
Yeah.
if you were like on land trying to battle, you'd be like, fucking let them have Perth.
So that's how you feel about your
Can't be
hometown.
fucked.
Just let them have Wales. Can't be bothered. Is there a
That's
borderline?
kind of there is a border. The Welsh built a border.
Yes.
It's I forgot what it's called. They built a massive land border that you can still kind of see.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
Oh, look at this. Kai is getting the job done. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah, we have a.
My goodness.
we have a
I think
search
you
engine
might
now.
need to type in.
Bristol Channel. Oh, dear me.
The Romans built it to keep Wales. No. I think the English did because Wales were they were just awful people.
The Welsh were awful people. Them your folks. What did you talk about?
They were great people. No, they were because they had like the longbow, and so the Welsh strategy a lot of the time was shoot the arrows, run away, and back up into the mountains.
Right.
That's a good strategy,
annoying.
though.
Yeah, so I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this.
That's all right.
I'm not very good at my history.
That's all right, man. But hang on.
Look, it's not fair. Australian history is like 4 years, all right? You just have to-
that's reasonable. Yeah.
I'm like 1260. There was a guy called Llewellyn, and he's like trying to like get some shit going.
There was a man named Crewellen.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn.
Yeah.
You're
Double L,
speaking.
double L, yeah. I still speak Welsh fluently.
Yeah, that's amazing. What's
guess.
Welsh called in Welsh?
Company.
I thought he was gonna say like Welsh.
Company. And the language is called Cymraeg.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
Look at
It
this.
sounds nothing like English at all. Like it's
No.
all totally different. And there is a very long town name which you might enjoy.
Hit me.
You've seen the name of it.
I haven't.
It's very famous.
You have seen the name.
Well,
of it.
why don't we bring the name up first
Yeah.
and
Well,
see
yeah, you
if
should
Lady
try and
can
say the name.
say the name.
Yeah.
Let me take a drink of water.
You've seen this town.
Yeah.
name.
Have you
seen this?
Holy
yeah.
macaroni!
You've definitely seen this.
I have not seen
No
this.
way. Okay, well, feel free to try
How do you
and
think you'd pronounce
the,
that?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know I don't speak just clank clank or whatever it's called. What's it called?
You're not far off. Welsh.
Lad Fair POW Gwyneth Paltrow.
Go back to
Yeah.
all. Go back to all because that's the full name.
That's
there.
so that was only
Yeah.
half the name.
That was only half the name.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Gwyneth. All right, cut off halfway. Lad Player Wig Groceries Hydrogen Robin Williams Secret Gog Koch.
It's pronounced.
Yeah, you nailed it. Actually, that was. Are you Welsh?
You have some Welsh heritage there? Yeah.
I didn't realize we were saying your birth name.
It seems that way. Hit us.
It is Llanfair Pwllgwingil Llogerwch Chwn Robert Llansilio Gorgoch. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Only
There
he
you
can
go.
do that.
Yeah.
The ancient
That was
spell.
remarkable.
I have to do this every
And
year.
now,
the
the
ancient
furniture is
spell.
going to start floating
Yes.
away,
Yes,
actually.
it will.
It was a publicity stunt.
So,
Yes.
your Welsh culture.
Yes, please.
Tell me about your deep sense of connection to the land and your heritage and those who came before you.
What are you, 23 and me?
My
know?
23andMe is one color on the pie chart.
Do you know what 23 is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what these colors are all about, though.
I'm just extremely white.
Yeah, because you know how you can see, like, depending
Well,
on...
Joe has like
Yeah.
a breakdown of like.
Of
Yeah,
course.
everything.
mine is like, 50% in Japan,
Yes.
and then the rest is all like Eastern Europe, because that's where my dad comes from.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Whereas Connor's is just
Yeah,
Wales.
they were like, yeah, they gave me an inbred kit when I sent it. No, I'm kidding.
Holy moly.
No, I'm like, I did the thing and they were like, we are so certain that like the past 8 generations haven't left this area. And I was like, oh God.
Wow.
That's-
You're
I don't know
the
if that's
first
good.
one in 8 generations.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty sure the first time I had onigiri, I was like, my body was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is
This
this?
isn't bread.
How oriental is this? No,
Do you-
it's beautiful. I mean, it's a wonderful place.
Yeah.
And if you like nature, you love mountains and hills and sheep, all these things.
Castles.
Sheep, actually, you have sheep, so it's useful
So
for
many
sheep breeding.
Yeah, because the sheep you can fucking stick them on any mountain and they'll just.
Can you
they'll
really?
run.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sheep love mountainous places, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have like a family longbow in the family?
I don't have a family longbow. My surname's Scottish, so we have the kilt and all that
Oh,
stuff.
that's good, really, yeah.
So I'm not really like generationally very Welsh,
Okay.
but I
Hang on.
understand.
So
Do
you've got,
you guys have any family heirlooms that have been passed down?
I don't have any heirlooms, but you because I have the Scottish name, we have the clan and the kilt. And the thing that we,
I have
So when you
my-
get married, you can marry in the kilt and wear no
that's
underwear.
sick.
Oh.
So my brothers, when they
Wow.
got married, they had the kilt on, which actually they're very expensive, like extremely expensive to
Well,
get.
they're kind of
one.
like the kimonos.
I was gonna say, it's like
Yeah,
a kimono.
yeah.
And then you all make fun of each other because you're not supposed to wear underwear, so you know.
Yeah, you got free ball.
They're always
Yeah.
like fucking.
Welcome to Ladybeard's life.
I have, I don't know if it's an heirloom, but I have this like porcelain cow statue. Or it's like a red cow that was made by my
This sounds
great
like a horror
great
movie.
granddad.
Do not touch the cow of the red cow of the scepter.
Because my mom's from Sendai up north.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they have like the akabeko, the red cow.
Yes.
Yeah. So my great, I think it's my great granddad or my great great granddad made this red porcelain cow, and I have that in my house. So I guess that's like the
Wow.
only heirloom I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's not nothing really like as cool as like a kilt or like a sword. It's like look at my cow.
I don't
pretty
have
good.
the kill. I would have to like buy it, but I don't know, man.
Because I've been thinking, I'm just like, I feel like the concept of like a family heirloom that you pass down is pretty cool. But I
Yeah.
was thinking, if I could pick an item from my life right now, what would it be? What would I want to pass down?
Honestly,
if I had children.
if you want your kids to be like, clearly it's just get a box of Pokemon cards and tell them to like, trust me, in 70 years, this is going to be,
where it's at.
this is your house, okay?
This is an acre of land right here.
When you see you see Reddit posts of people who like, I got this in my basement. Is it worth anything? And it's like $400,000.
Yeah.
And you're like, why is that not in my basement?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Do you have any heirloom or any kind of thing hand me down from generations?
I have a few. I've got one from my grandfather on my mother's side, which is an heirloom. But I don't think it actually is an heirloom. I think it was just a possession of his, which then
Yeah, what makes it? When does it become
when
an
does it
heirloom?
become an heirloom?
How
I
many
don't know.
generations? Maybe 3 generations?
Yeah,
or 4?
maybe like great grandparents and
Yeah.
beyond. I would say.
I think I have a ring from my great grandparent, which is, pretty old now. It got gifted to me on my wedding day.
here we are. What color is an heirloom?
It's often just person to person. Oh, okay. So
okay.
technically, if your grandfather or grandmother gives you something, then that is technically an heirloom.
Okay,
But it's just
Yeah.
not as cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, the longer it is, the cooler it is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel.
Do you have an heirloom? You got this ring.
Yeah, I
One ring to rule them
in
all.
Thailand, there's a lot of jewelry. So
This is technically an heirloom then, because this is from my granddad's.
No joke.
Oh.
Show the camera your heirloom. That's amazing.
It's
this is your granddad.
This your granddad's?
This is my granddad's.
Hey,
yeah.
this is Eastern European granddad.
Eastern European granddad. Yeah.
Which bit of Eastern Europe is he from?
He's from Hungary.
Hungary.
Hungary, yeah.
That's a country that's also an adjective. All right. So tell us about this Hungarian ring.
What other countries there?
India. This video is sponsored by Vessis.
It has been too long since I have felt the feeling of any other shoes other than Vessi on my feet. I think it's actually been like 2-3 years. I wear them everywhere.
That's right. Rain, sleet, snow, or shine, during the day, during the night, we wear Vessis because they are so versatile and built for any environment, any time of the year. But Connor, what are those shoes that you have in front of you there? They look absolutely fly.
These are the Stormbursts, Joey. And the low top variant, and they are so sleek, so waterproof.
That's right. With their waterproof Dymatex technology, slip-on ease, the breathability and lightweightedness, built for all-day comfort, and it being super easy to clean. The street style meets function. But boys, I'm getting a call from Vessi here. They're telling us that not only will you get a 1-year warranty on all the shoes and a worry-free 30-day returns and exchanges, but if you live in North America, you get free shipping on orders over $110. Not to mention, I heard that if you scan the QR code or use our unique URL down in the description below, that you can enjoy 15% off your first order.
What? Honestly, now is the time. If you do not want to miss out on Vessis, because this is your chance. Right now, they are doing a rare big sale.
Oh, damn.
Everything is on sale 25% site-wide and selected styles up to 55% off. So hurry up and shop now at Vessi.com before they're gone.
That's
you don't want to
big.
miss out.
That's very big.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, it's impressively big.
Thank you to Vessi for sponsoring today's episode. Back to the show. No, I mean, like my granddad liked a lot of jewelry, and he bought this back in Hungary in like I think it was like the 40s or something.
Oh, really?
And it fits perfectly.
And
on
it fits
your-
perfectly on my index finger.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It was written in the stars.
Yeah, my grandma was like, do you want it? I'm not going to wear it. I was like, yeah, this is sick. So I try and wear this everywhere I go now.
See, every hand-me-down, I'm too scared to wear. Because I'm like, the more generations...
But I feel like wearing the hand-me-down is the way of showing respect in a sense.
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
right? Well, not that you're not showing respect by not wearing it. But
Yeah. I know. I would just be too scared that I would lose it, you know. 'cause
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
true.
like, this is.
Especially in showbiz, you got to take it off half the time.
Yeah, it would be annoying if you're like, whoops, lost the family heirloom in Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, that's why I try not to wear it whenever I'm in a situation where I might have to take it off. So
But that's on your right hand, yeah? You right-handed?
I'm right-handed. Yeah.
Well, that's a nice, good knock someone out ring.
exactly. If I want to
Ask me
godfather
for a head,
someone,
but again,
then,
old woman, I dare
You
you.
can godfather people.
I can godfather someone.
Oh,
yeah.
you should be godfathering people left and right then.
Oh, you know I'm going to do that to my son. I'm going to be like,
yes, I
son,
can't
kiss
wait.
the ring.
What is your heirloom? You have the heirlooms. Do tell.
I have, it's kind of like a beer stein. And then
Oh, cool.
he has a bunch of notes and whatnot inside it. So it was these notes
Right.
my grandfather written on pieces of paper, and then
Oh,
they're inside the beer stein,
cool.
which is quite cool. It's very interesting,
Have you
actually.
read
'cause-
the notes?
Yeah,
or-
I've gone through them, but it's like it's starting to fade, and it's actually quite hard to read, which is a
Oh,
challenge.
right.
But the one I remember, I haven't gone through them for a while, but the one I remember is it's this very philosophical kind of assessment of life, and it's sort of like objectives, things to be grateful for, challenges and hurdles, and it was a beautiful thing to read. I read it as like an 8-year-old, and I was like, well, hocus pocus, Grandpa. Suddenly, all this life, this seems, you know.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the experience, the
Yeah.
experience of life, right? And it's pretty like, I imagine, because you kind of can't imagine your grandparents going through, you know, the same things that you go through.
No.
Yeah,
They're probably getting to read that firsthand is probably quite special, I imagine.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he survived the war and everything.
Wow.
He got shot down, I think, in Thailand. He got
Whoa,
shot
whoa,
down
whoa,
in the war. He got shot down in Thailand, and they somehow kept him alive. He was sorry, Burma. That's Myanmar, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Myanmar.
Next door.
Yeah, next door.
Next door.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was shot down there, and he was in the middle of the jungle, and somehow a bunch of the locals managed to transport him to a base, and they somehow airlifted and kept him alive, and then he came home and had the
That's
family.
badass. Wow.
And now his grandson is bloody Ladybeard.
Fought for those freedoms.
That's sick.
Oh my
Amazing.
God.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Hell yeah. Well, you said you had a couple, right?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, you said you had a
the
couple of
beer
Yeah,
heirlooms.
no, I have some from my father's side as well, but off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are. I think I've
Right.
got my grandfather's old boxing gloves somewhere, which is pretty badass.
Oh, your grandfather's a boxer?
He must have been.
Damn. He was a pugilist.
He's just, unless he just had boxing gloves for the sake of it.
It's like just in case.
I mean, you could just straight up I could just say some heinous lies to my son and give some heirlooms that I bought off Amazon like this. I used to be somebody.
Could.
Here is my dueling sword.
This is the trash taste mug.
You should pass down some of your cursed cosplays.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
kid.
yes, this Nesco cosplay started your father's
This was
career.
an ancient robe given to me by the Emperor of Japan.
I have a friend here who's genuinely from a samurai lineage. So he has like family katana and whatnot that as the elder son, he must take care of. And he's like, these swords are annoying. He's like, you want a sword? I'll give you a sword. I'm like, it's part of your heritage.
Someone was telling me that a lot of the people from the samurai families, they're all like, all the descendants are like still in touch and they all meet up.
Oh, really?
It's like
I wouldn't put it
quite
past that.
insane.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's just
my
cool.
my family on the Japanese side never got to that status. But I guess it counts as an heirloom. I don't know. But there is a soy sauce manufacturing company in Miyagi that was started by like my great grandfather or
way,
something in like the Edo period.
Wow, in the Edo period?
Yeah, in like the 1600s, 1700s, something like that. And it's still there.
Really?
Yeah. So but
Damn, where are your shares?
yeah, no, right.
That's the real heirloom.
Yeah,
It's
but
still there.
yeah, I thought about going to it, but like it's such a distant
You're gonna
relative
rock
now.
up. Hi, guys, my great granddad. I swear.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're part of the same family technically.
Hang on, sorry, where is it? Mia? Where is it?
Miyagi.
Miyagi.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a YouTube video in the making.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
want to do that actually. It's just very difficult to get in contact with a soy sauce company in the middle of nowhere in Miyagi.
I'm pretty sure this is how you do it. I'd like to order some soy sauce. I'm pretty sure that's the way to get it done.
Family. Cousin.
Hey, okay, this is my 23andMe. So
Yeah. The facts are here.
Yeah.
We are technically related. I do want to go there though.
How interesting. Where's Miyagi again? I can't remember where Miyagi
In
is.
Sendai, up north.
Oh, so it is in Sendai.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you spent much time in Sendai?
Yeah. I go there like every other month because my grandma still lives up there.
No, I see.
Yeah.
Is it a
Lovely
good,
place.
Good time in Sendai?
Yeah, lovely place.
I've only like gone in, done a show, and gone out, so I haven't experienced Sendai.
Yeah, Sendai's dope.
Really?
Yeah.
I think all of North Japan is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
North
Really?
Japan's
Here's a
pretty
map.
underrated.
Here's
I
a
would
map
say.
with proper spelling.
There you
Here
go.
we are. Excellent.
Although
Okay.
Akita, poor Akita, is not a lot going on there.
Akita. What's going on, Akita? Where is
not-
Akita?
nothing.
I can't even see him. To the
Yeah.
south?
Top left.
Top left.
right
left.
there.
Akita.
Yeah.
Just a
hang
nice
on.
place, but there's just not
Not a whole lot going on.
I think you
whole
just described a lot of Japan outside the cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I do think a lot of there's a lot of really cool things in at least North Japan. Like obviously, like a lot of Yamagata has like really nice hot springs, cherries
Very
as
nice
well. And I think a lot of the other, well, Iwate, I don't know what goes on in Iwate.
What goes on in Iwate?
Iwate, a lot of nothing. Morioka's a nice
But then
city.
you get to Hashinohe and it's like, yo, it's so cool.
Yeah,
There's so much going on.
Aomori is
Aomori's
dope.
amazing.
Aomori's.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, they have those Aomori apples,
I
which
know.
are allegedly
Yeah.
alien apples. So when I heard this whole thing about when people in Japan tell you about places, they'll say, "Oh yeah, delicious XYZ."
Well,
Yeah.
that's like what I tell people. I'm like, the most useful thing you could probably learn if you want to have a conversation with a Japanese person is
Yeah.
learning what each prefecture is famous for.
Yeah.
Because then they
They love
such,
it. They're
yeah,
so
such
proud
a
of
good,
it.
yeah.
But it's so
Yeah.
interesting because like they're saying, yeah, delicious apples. I'm like, dude, how good can an apple be? I ate the Aomori apple and I was like, oh, my life has changed.
But this
It's
is
delicious.
This is Japan's strength, right? Domestic tourism.
Yes.
They figured it
Yep.
out. It's like just say that Hiroshima is so famous for oysters, and then you know it's just accepted.
oyster
Yeah.
tourism is just
Yeah.
And then you realize that there's like 15 places that say they're famous for oranges. There are so many places that
there
claim
really?
they have the best oranges.
oranges. Really?
Yeah, or like mandarins or those type of things.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's got the best oranges?
So
and
some
mandarins,
places in
allegedly?
Shizuoka say they have it. Some places in Ehime say they have it.
Really?
I see. I give it to Ehime because Shizuoka's already got too much. Like they've
Yeah,
got
bro.
the tea, they've got Fuji, they've got everything
They
like
got
that.
these
Yeah.
things? So I need to
you-
move my
only-
mic up more. I'm trapped on this. What's happening? I need more flexibility in my mic's arm. There we
You can
go.
do whatever you
This
want.
whole
Yeah.
show, I've been squeezed between this leg of the table and my
Please.
immobile
Just
mic
squeeze up
arm.
with me, no
Space.
worries.
Is that all right? I'm going to break something.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Nah,
fine.
you're good, you're good.
I don't want to repeat
You can
it
do
from last
whatever you
time.
want. You can break
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Bless you.
Miyagi is known for its gyutan.
Gyutan's delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Miyagi
I
has the
love
best
gyutan.
gyutan in all of Japan.
Okay,
What's your normal go-to meal? What is Ladybeard? What sustains Ladybeard?
I like the yakitori. That's a good one.
that's fine.
Oh no,
Yakitori.
dude!
Yakitori.
When
Top two for me.
after we filmed the Aki's video
Oh, yes.
together,
Yeah.
we went to there was a Caesarea
Oh, yeah,
nearby.
it's Caesarea.
So we were like, this is the closest family restaurant, so we'll go in. And I was thinking like, I wonder what like Ladybeard is gonna order because I got like a standard meal. Aki got a standard meal. Ladybeard ordered the grilled chicken platters that they have.
Yeah.
He ordered 4 of those.
They're tiny though. They're tiny.
They're very small.
They're
See, he's a
tiny.
man
Yeah.
who understands.
They're tiny.
Got rid of everything, including the skin of the chicken, and just had 4 breasts of chicken and just, I think you ate that in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
It was,
Well, why did you not eat the skin?
At the time, I didn't want the oil and the fat.
yeah, he wanted just like the
You're
full
gonna get now.
protein
Okay,
meal.
okay.
Yeah, the full protein.
Are you on a strict diet now, or you're kind of?
I'm more relaxed than I used to be.
Okay.
My days of having 6-pack capability have passed me by, you see.
Yeah.
So now I'm structured like a sumo and I'm starting to embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, it's the joy of life being able to
Exactly.
enjoy food, you know,
Exactly.
and eat the skin of the chicken.
Speaking of sumos, that
Yes.
video you did with the sumos was awesome, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
so
very
much.
good. I'm going to blow steam up your bum for a second.
Okay.
I want everyone who's not in Japan to understand Japan is a culture of in groups and out groups.
Right.
So this is how things are structured here. If someone like TV or YouTube or something wants to go to a place like a sumo dojo and wants to film, it's going to be a giant rigmarole and very hard to get it done, especially the combat sports. And sumo's the worst one of all of them.
Yep.
So what I think is really the amazing thing about your channel is you provide overseas viewers the opportunity to experience these elements of Japanese culture, which you can access because you're a Japanese person. And at the same time, you can also communicate it properly because you're simultaneously not a Japanese person.
Right, yeah.
So I think this is the real strength of your channel. And I hope
you.
everyone at home could properly appreciate this because that is a unique position.
Thank you.
It is
So
man.
much
You-
positivity on this episode.
Oh, man.
Damn, I'm not used to this.
I'm not used to getting praised this much. Thank you.
I mean, Joey
legend.
has the ability to do the coolest videos, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the main reason I wanted to do is I just wanted to go up against sumo wrestler and see how it was, and I
looks like a lot of fun.
got fucking flipped. It wasn't even close. It was like a child going up against an adult. Like,
It looks heaps fun though. I want to go do that training.
oh
It
yeah,
looks great fun.
dude. It's that training was easily one of the because like the sumo wrestlers do like what they call shiko, which is like
Yes.
lifting the leg up thing. That is so much harder than it looks.
Really?
It is so much harder because I did it maybe 5 on each leg, and it's like basically doing a single leg squat.
Yeah.
Every single time. And these guys are doing like 200-300 of these before they even start their training. And that's the thing. Like, that was the one thing I wanted to really express in that video was like, I think most people outside of Japan think when they think sumo wrestler, they think, oh, big fat guy in a diaper.
I
But
think
like,
it's changed a lot, though. I think a lot,
It's
of,
changed a lot.
of people have started to realize
For
that
sure.
these guys are like the top athletes.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. When I watch some of these guys like stretching, you could see underneath all of that fat just the insane amount of muscle these guys have.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
I one time was speaking to this big shot Netflix producer guy, and he was telling me, because I think obviously it came up because I live in Japan. I think he was in America at the time, and he was talking to me, and he was like, "Yeah, we're trying to get this like sumo thing greenlit for Netflix. Kind of like if you've watched like Drive to Survive, like kind of turn it into documentary, half reality show."
Right.
But he was telling me that apparently none of the sumo people would agree to it, or the Sumo Association or whatever it was would agree to it, unless it was like produced and ran by like NHK or some kind of Japanese regulatory body.
Oh, really?
They didn't want to sign on to it without having that. So they were just not willing to give any access at all.
Really?
Unless it was a Japanese company that was kind of
Right.
doing it. They're so strict.
Oh,
They're
dude.
very,
Yeah.
very strict.
Particularly sumo.
Sumo is by far the most.
Yeah.
I mean, women can't go in the ring and never have been able to due to the
Oh, yeah.
rules of sumo.
I had to cut out a lot of questions out of my interview.
Did you really?
Because, I wanted to like learn more about it, but
Yes.
then like, I think it was like 40% of the questions that was just like, nope, cut that.
Really?
And quite controlling about
And
it.
it
Because,
wasn't-
it is a very like, it's very much like a sanctuary for like a lot of these people. And there's like a lot of history behind
it's
it.
taken extremely seriously. I mean, it's so intertwined with
Yeah,
Japanese culture.
totally.
Right?
So
I think, it's a
I
national
fully
sport,
understood
right?
it.
So-
Yeah. I understood what they were going for.
When you did your pro wrestling video with DDT,
Yeah.
how did you feel from that perspective? Because I was in DDT, right? So when
Oh,
I had
when did you leave DDT then?
2020.
So I must have done my video, 2 years
It would
after?
have been slightly
right
after I left.
Yeah.
But like how did you go from the perspective of being able to like feel like you got genuine access?
I mean, that was really cool because I also came at it of a perspective of someone who didn't really enjoy wrestling and never really had interest in it. Like I don't really like. I liked it when I was a kid. Obviously, growing up, you're like, oh, it's silly wrestling. But I knew that they like, and I understood it before I went in that they were athletes, obviously, and that they're extremely fit and they work very hard. And I knew that it's not all make believe. These people are getting injured. Like it's all very, So I think for me, it was more of a thing of this is something that I can see that a lot of people I know are very passionate about. I want to understand that passion and give appreciation towards that. And hopefully, from the perspective of someone who doesn't know anything and doesn't really care for it, can I kind of get into it and do it? And I think for me, I got into it through the characters and through the people, like through Takeshita, through Chris, who are like very amazing athletes. You know, you speak to Takeshita for like 2 minutes, and you're like, okay. This is like
I get it now.
This is a real
this
thing.
is like the most charismatic man ever.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like them all up until I offered to pay at the izakaya, and I for all of them, all the wrestlers, I offered to pay at these. A rookie mistake. Takeshita drank a beer in 2 sips. And then ordered another one with 0 hesitation, which I was fine with because I'm paying. And at one point, I just I was like, you know what? Let's just see how far it goes.
Yeah.
At some point, they have to run out of beer.
Yeah.
They have to run out of beer.
Big drinking culture in pro wrestling in Japan.
I know. I
Big,
noticed
big, big.
because they would work out and they'd be like, well, how do I get 4,000 calories very quickly? I will have 9 beers,
liquid bread.
bunch of yakitori. It was great going out with them. I loved hanging out, and I hung out with them actually off camera a couple of times afterwards. It was really fun. Takeshita was really fun. But the wrestling and DDT specifically is like the most unhinged wrestling of all.
Right.
Because they were like, Connor, like backstage, they were like, you got to come meet. I don't know what the name of the doll was.
Yoshihiko, Janai? Yoshihiko,
There was like a doll. They
have a blow-up
They had a doll, and
Right.
it's a
Right.
fan
Wrestler.
favorite.
Yep.
Like, everyone fucking loves this
I've
blow-up
wrestled it.
doll. And it's like a rite of passage. This doll is like the main character, and they're like, you should come meet the doll. And then there's some guy going, hello, Connor. This is so fucking stupid.
Do you know that Yoshihiko is currently out with injury?
I didn't know. And then I'm watching this wrestling, and I've seen clips of DDT, so I knew what to expect. But then, I think these 3 guys came out, and they all just kind of got basically naked and shoving their butt in each other's face, and that was
that's
the
his
fight.
Yep.
And there was no fighting; they were just shoving their
It's a
asses.
mental fight. It's a mental fight.
And then my favorite part,
Battle of wills.
and then my favorite part, where I was like, I think I'm watching just Jackass, was that he had those IKEA boxes, plastic storage boxes.
Yeah.
And was just throwing them on the IKEA plastic boxes, and they would just shatter.
Holy shit. They were slamming guys on the
Yes,
boxes,
and then they would obviously, they were very sharp because it's plastic, and his back was just bleeding all over.
Holy fuck.
And it was like watching some kind of really deranged yard fight in America, because I'm like, what is the point of this fight in particular?
Specifically.
Because then at the end of it, Takeshita had his headline fight, which was amazing and was like 30 minutes long. It was ridiculous how long it was.
Was the ring still full of plastic, or did they clean
Yeah,
it up?
they cleaned that one up.
Good.
But it was really fun getting to watch it, and since then that really gave me an appreciation for just what they do and the show that they put on, because I think they're not only are they amazing athletes, but also I think top performers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And getting to talk with them off camera as well and asking them about the process, the stuff I couldn't show on camera was really interesting as well. Like that kind of stuff was fun. And the how they communicated to each other and how they all worked. It was a really interesting world.
It's a whole new world, isn't it?
It's so different.
It's
to
different in
anything
Japan as
else
well
I've ever
compared with the
seen.
rest of the world as well.
Yeah, I'd love to see it in America and see the difference, because I imagine at least DDT was a lot more.
DDT was so hilarious. Just everything that happened. So one of the DDT
And
shows.
it's also very much like, sorry to interrupt 1 second, is that they also felt like everything they winged it. I remember we was talking to this guy, and he was the guy who would drive the stuff from the shows. And he told me, I remember that he was like, yeah, I had to drive 20 hours straight. I was like, did you stop? He's like, no, the show had to happen. I was like,
Damn.
I was
Wow.
like, I don't think you should be doing that.
Okay, one of the wrestlers was driving.
No. Like that guy who just does everything.
Their driver.
He's not even a driver, I think. I think he was just the guy that does
one of the
everything.
staff of
He was
DDT.
just the
Yeah.
staff, and his job was to do what they need to do.
I think
and
that's just welcome to Japan. That's just
Yeah.
Japanese
Yeah,
work
that's
culture.
Japanese work
That's just
culture.
And I
Yeah.
remember being like, this guy is
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
it's a lot of that.
It was he was a nice guy though. They're all so sweet.
Yeah, they're all
Let's
lovely.
carry on.
dudes.
Sorry,
No,
Brian,
it's fine.
interrupted
The DDT guys are hilarious. In one of the DDT shows, I arrived backstage and everything beforehand. We're talking to everybody, and one of the American guys turns up. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going? Haven't seen you for a while." And he goes, "Well, 16 years ago when I started wrestling school, I had no idea that one day I would participate in an anal explosion time bomb match." What? What did you just say to me? The match was he was the heel. It was Dunshoku Dino again, who does all the butt jokes.
He
Yeah.
loves
Right.
this thing.
And
He's the
so
butt
this
guy.
the American dude had kidnapped one of Dino's mates and had inserted an explosive device into his anus. And now there was a countdown clock going on. And I can't remember the whole thing because this match was so stimulating. The number of things that happened was ridiculous. But
Right.
the referee was cosplayed as Donald Trump. And for some reason, then halfway through, he got involved in a love affair with one of the wrestlers. It was so strange. I remember watching backstage on the monitor and I'm like, I couldn't follow anything. It was so bizarre.
You were like, that should have been me.
Finally, there's a pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
It's like cool.
No idea what just happened. It was so strange.
How long ago was this?
A few years ago.
Okay.
When I was still there, so it was 2019.
Okay, yeah.
What was the strangest DDT fight you were involved in?
It was the weirdest one. I wrestled Yoshihiko. That was good fun.
Oh, gosh.
So, what was the weirdest one I was involved in? Oh, I'd have to stop and think. It's such a unique experience, the DDT. Just well, I remember there was one, it was a rumble, and at some point, sorry, it wasn't a rumble, it was a 6-man tag, and at one point we all, one of the wrestlers had a gimmick when this music would play and he'd start dancing and he'd put on these glasses and everyone put on the glasses. We'll go into the middle of the ring and we do, who's that pop group, the bunch of boys, the really famous ones? They sang, ooh, hoo, say, ooh, hoo, do, do, do. What's that name, Shiri? Do. Exile.
Exile.
We all do the thing Exile when they do the thing where they all
train,
go around the
choo-choo
circle.
train.
The choo-choo train. We all get in the middle of the ring. We all do the choo-choo train with these glasses on. Somehow, somewhat got slammed and pinned, and the match was. I have no real recollection.
Just in the middle of the choo-choo train.
There was this one as well. I remember. Oh, dude, I was on this card. This was when I was in Union. So DDT had a subsidiary company called Union, which is the one I was in when I first got here.
Right.
And so my match on this particular card was opening match. So I get in, do my match, cool. Now I can just chill out and watch the rest of the matches, right? At interval, there was a couple of Aussie guys who were there, so we were talking at the merch table and whatnot. It's all good, right? So final match that happens, the main event on this card is a tag match, and it's for the championship, and it's these two giant Neanderthal monster men against these two kind of smaller, kind of leaner, kind of martial arts kind of guys, right?
Right.
Just one of the most extreme matches I've ever seen. The amount of blood in this ring was just remarkable.
Holy shit.
Just
Oh my God.
those headbutts we talked about,
Yeah.
it was a case of like 1, 2, 3, just insane, just blood everywhere, freaking bananas. Halfway through the match, there's an interference, so the match gets stopped. It's disqualification. One of the guys gets the mic. We're not ending like this. Start the match again. They go back to it. It's like 30 minutes of just madness.
Jesus.
At the
Yeah,
end,
I was surprised at how long some
oh,
of
they're
these
very
matches
long.
are.
At the end, the two huge guys win. And so they've got the
What a
belts.
shocker.
The skinny guys were tough as nails, right?
Yeah.
So the skinny guys are there and they're all kind of disappointed. The two big guys are there. One of them gets the mic and he's like, we won. Now we're world tag champions. And at a time like this, there's only one thing left to do. Sing a song. And so they start singing this, we're brothers forever kind of stuff. All the wrestlers go into the ring and we're all singing. No one's explained to me what's going on. I'm there in the ring. I look over at these two Aussie guys in the audience and I go, no idea.
What the
It
fuck?
was so strange.
That's so sick.
And then
though.
that's the end of the show.
Holy
See
fuck.
you next time.
I love how you guys are just singing and dancing on
Yeah.
what is presumably just a pool of blood.
Pool of blood. Dude, pool of blood.
So-
bit of barbed wire sitting next to you.
Did that contribute to you wanting to perhaps move on to doing more musical
Yeah,
stage
yeah.
performance? Was injuries a part
No,
of
no,
that?
sorry, that's it was a matter of just COVID-19 turned up and the type of match that DDT liked using me in, like the type of match itself, disappeared. I'm sure you can appreciate the cross-dressing bearded foreigner
Yes.
has a very specific spot on the card.
Yes.
Yes.
So when COVID happened, so they liked using me in these big kind of matches, like 3-on-3 tags, 4-on-4
Yeah.
tags,
Yeah.
because that's the best spot for me in the context.
Yeah.
But then when COVID happened, they stopped having those kinds of matches, so they couldn't have that many people together, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so then it was just sort of a natural progression from there.
All right.
shit.
all right.
Ah.
But you know, I mean, every single music show I do, I have to wrestle a man. So
It lives on.
Is there a pool of blood at the end of every
there the
Lady
barbed
Beard
wire
show?
as well?
music show is nothing but blood. that's the name of the album. Nothing but blood.
Nothing
It's
but
not.
blood.
It's not. That's not the name of the album.
This episode is sponsored by Shopify. Guys, if you didn't already know, I've just made my own anime.
What? What?
But you know what? I just didn't know how to make money out of it.
wow.
What is a business plan? How do I sell clothing? How do I make money instead of just pouring all of my own money into this thing? Well, thankfully, there's a service like Shopify.
Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. You can get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Shopify is also packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. You can get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. You can easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify.
So turn your big business idea into cha-ching.
Money!
With Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/trash. Go to shopify.com/trash, shopify.com/trash.
Back to the episode.
I want to have something I want to tell you about.
Do tell,
Oh,
do tell.
please do.
Something happened on the way here.
Oh.
On the way to the studio, I had an experience. So I'm coming to the studio. I got to catch the train, come to the studio.
Yep.
And so I had a plastic tote bag. It's
Yes.
one that you get from the supermarket. It's just a stronger shopping bag. Really.
Yes.
Had my plastic shopping bag and had my personal effects in it. And I had it over my arm and I'm going to the station and I get to the escalator, bottom of the escalator of the station, and I'm leaning on the escalator. And my bag got caught in the escalator and my bag has been torn to smithereens.
Oh, no.
And just to prove I'm not lying,
Oh, you have the bag.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
whoa,
That's a
that
clean
was
rip.
done to my bag by an escalator on the way to the studio. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know. It's a brand new bag. This tag is still on it. It's a brand new bag. A bit of it must have gotten caught in something. And then I heard this crack, 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 like, ah! And I catch it. This is getting all torn up. The old lady behind me is, she loses her mind. My stuff all falls out. My protein cup bounces down the escalator. Ah!
How do you get it out? How do you release it in the end?
I just pulled.
Just pulled and hoped.
How did the escalator break in the train? Oh, a strange foreign man has shoved his bag in it.
Trying to sabotage.
So, I tell you what though, is my favorite thing about Japan is when there's like a moment like that, everyone just rallies around the cause. All these strangers are like,
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Schoolgirl grabs my protein cup and runs it to me. Oh, I'm like, oh, arigatou gozaimashita. So,
Damn, I've never seen an escalator do that.
yes, look at that.
That's crazy.
That was escalator death.
Well,
Escalator
clearly
death.
you're
not
lucky you
as
survived.
strong as you were hoping
Yeah.
for.
Well, no, that's exactly right. It can get 8 liters of Coca-Cola home.
That
but it
adds to
can't
my
handle
fear
escalator.
of the Final Destination escalator.
Yeah, I was about to
death, you
say,
know?
this is like
That's-
Final Destination.
Yeah.
Can I gift this to the studio?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
We'll hang it in
Yes.
perpetuity.
It's a little bit out of place with the rest of the items, but
hang it right here. There we go. It will live on.
it'll live on. Excellent.
Yes.
So I had to go and buy a new bag for my personal effects before coming to the studio.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, look at that.
Yes.
But you weren't late. You're on time.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
on time. Happy
You're on
day.
time.
Wow.
Which
hell
is,
yeah.
True
you know,
professional.
Thank you very much. I wasn't going to faff around with any tardiness. Ladybeard's the on-time crossdresser.
that's
what
how
they call me.
that's how we know you've been living in Japan for a while.
That's
'Cause,
exactly
you
right.
know,
You can't.
You gave enough time to be
Yeah.
early.
Yes.
Yes.
The
So
worst
if
case
you are
scenario.
late.
Also, I'm badly organized. So
Really?
I got to make sure I give myself a lot of buffer time to get things wrong. I'm so badly organized. I'm like the worst organized person on planet Earth. Right now, I haven't been able to watch any anime for a while, and I'll
Okay.
tell you why. It's because I lost access to my Netflix. And the reason why is because my bank canceled its debit card service. Like, not just for me, but for everyone.
Cancelled?
Yeah, it's just said, no more debit cards for anyone. I'm like, all right.
Really?
So, here's
Oh,
what happened.
wait. Was it? Are you with?
No.
Who are you with?
Have they done it too?
Yeah, they did it to me.
I was with the one that used to be the only one with English services, which is the Warriors I was there. 10 years ago.
Blow the
I don't
name.
want to say their name. I don't
Yeah,
want to somehow
blow
get
the
in
name in
trouble.
Yes.
But anyway.
Damn.
So,
Yeah,
anyway,
but-
so now I just can't watch anime because I need to get a new one. I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean,
You kind of need a debit card. Though.
I know.
Yeah.
I finally have got myself organized.
Okay.
yeah.
But now I got to go back to Netflix.
It's way more
Well, the fact that you're living without Netflix is actually, I think, a positive in life.
You could also
Yeah.
just, watch online with other methods.
That's fair enough. Oh, hang on. But hang on. Stop.
What?
What's wrong with Netflix? Has something gone bad with Netflix? Is this because I'm out of the loop a little bit? You see, with the anime world, has something happened to the world of Netflix anime that I don't know about?
No, it's just, you just don't need it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just streaming services in general have just
yeah.
kind of gone a little.
Have they really?
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
How
iffy.
are you consuming your anime?
Anime? I mean, I still have the Netflix account if I need to watch something. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
Netflix, so if it's on Netflix, I'll watch it
Okay.
on Netflix. But if it's not, I'm not really worried. Just
Yeah.
we'll find a way.
Yeah,
you
you find a
are you
way.
on the Crunchyroll or one of those? Or
Crunchyroll you can't watch in Japan.
it's blocked in Japan.
You need a VPN.
oh, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
Yes. And to be fair, most anime is on Netflix.
Yes.
Not
Especially
everything is subbed though.
Especially in Japan. Like,
Yeah.
Japan, they have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's annoying because they'll have it in Japan and then you click it and there's no subtitles. You're like, okay, it's fine.
Wait, so when did your Netflix account get cancelled?
Years
Years ago?
2 or 3 years ago.
And
And you're still
It's
thinking
a-
about it.
and you're still thinking about it.
Thinking
Well,
about
I
it
only
now.
just got a new bank account. I'm trying to show you how badly organized I am. I've been living debit card free. I've just been cashing it and then hoping.
Just giving IOUs to everyone. I promise, I assure you, I will pay you.
Pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what was the last anime you watched then?
Oh, dude. The last anime I watched was Baan.
Oh.
And congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
You're an anime producer, Gant.
Thank you.
That's incredible,
Because
dude.
you don't need Netflix to watch it.
I don't. That is amazing.
And you can watch it multiple times in 1 hour.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you can.
Can we have a Bart-related conversation?
Sure.
I
sure.
call it Bart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bart and Gant.
You bought.
But you can.
Firstly,
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's just get everyone to understand how difficult it is to get any form of media produced.
Yes.
Anime in particular.
Yes.
Again, that's going to be another Japanese world, which is closed off and
Yes.
challenging to deal with.
Yes.
Yes.
Very tough.
I
You got
kind
it
of
done.
had to shoehorn my way in by just being saying, yeah, I'll pay for everything. Don't worry.
Really?
We'll worry about the cost later.
Let's just get it done.
Yeah, let's just get it done.
Yeah.
That's basically how I shoehorned my way into it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm real impressed, man. When I saw you'd done that, I was like,
Thank you.
just
Thank you.
global domination.
Yeah.
I was just amazed at the fact you could get that done as
Now
incredible.
I don't know how to take a compliment. I'm like, yes.
He's too good.
What do I say to this?
Where have you learned this secret art of complimenting? How do you do this?
I haven't even made it to your hair. Yes,
I-
I've
no,
got a lot of
no,
nice
no.
things to say.
No. It's too nice.
But I wanted to have a Baan-related conversation because it is, of course, a beautiful film. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I was watching the video of you directing
Oh,
the
yeah,
English
yeah,
dub.
it was a lot of
Yes.
fun.
Right. So in the conversation you were having about the characters, you were talking about Daichi, and you
Yes.
said typical Asian dad.
yeah.
All right, so I'm pretty sure you're the only person here with an Asian dad. So
yes,
this
yes,
is the
sir.
first time in my life I've ever heard the expression typical Asian dad. You hear a lot about the mums. You hear a lot about
Yes,
Asian mums.
yes.
But I've never heard someone talk about the stereotypical Asian father. So can you
Yes.
talk us through an Asian dad, please?
Okay. Typical Asian dad is probably a little bit stoic, you know, kind of doesn't often showcase his emotions. I mean, I would say typical Asian dad
He
is
doesn't know how to showcase his emotions.
yes, yes, maybe doesn't know how to showcase his emotions. Like I will say, for example, so this is funny. So in the original, in the first draft of the screenplay, you know, when the main female character comes home to meet her dad for the first time, in the first draft of the screenplay, they have like a short conversation, and I was trying to look for inspiration. So I asked my wife, Sydney, so what is something that your dad says to you when you've come home from like going on an adventure or going off and doing something? What is something that he says to you that would make you emotional? And Sydney says, oh, you know, sometimes he will give me a hug and say, you know, I'm proud of what you've done, congratulations, and stuff like that. So I wrote something similar to that in my first draft of the screenplay. Show this to a Japanese person, and I get the feedback of just like, yeah, we don't know how to translate this because that's not what a typical Japanese dad would say.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
They show their love in a lot more subtle way, you know, in terms of how they phrase things and how they show their concern over someone.
Okay.
And I was thinking about it. I was like, Yeah, I think my dad's the same actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So how does your dad let you know that he loves you and so forth?
He gets my mum to phone me, and my mum will say it, but my dad will never say it himself.
For some reason, I imagine your mother having an Italian accent in this situation. Your papa wants you to know you love me very much.
My mum will not even say that. My dad is the one I'm concerned. My mum would say it's just something along the lines of, yeah, we have been concerned. Are you doing okay? But
The collective we.
yeah. But I know behind there's a puppet master pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Really?
Yes. Where my dad, obviously cares and loves for me, but how he goes about doing that is he will get my mum to message me and say that it's mum worrying about me. Whereas I know in our family dynamic, my mom's just like, Gane's just being Gane. It's all good. And it's I think Asian dads are not too different from a lot of Western dads, maybe, in terms of showing, not outwardly showing your emotions a lot of the times. But I think with Asian dads, it's even more closed off.
Yeah, the whole like stoicism thing I can definitely relate to, since my soon-to-be father-in-law is also an Asian dad.
Of course.
And he is giga stoic.
Really?
Yeah, super stoic. And like, he'll like express like, love and affection and stuff like that, but not in like the way that a mom does, or the way that like a non-Asian dad does, right? Like I would say they're a little more open. Like my dad, when I come home, my dad would just be like, "Oh, I love you, dickhead," just classic Aussie dad way of embracing, as you would know. Yeah. It's like, what have you been up to, dickhead? But like, Aki's dad wouldn't do that. Aki's dad is a lot more like stoic, but like I can feel the love and affection.
He's Filipino, yeah?
Filipino, yeah.
Filipinos generally are pretty laughy, warmy, kind of like family people.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Aki's mom is definitely that.
Really?
Like she
Yeah.
is like 100% just like, and your mom as well is very much
Yeah.
just like 100% love and affection and embrace all the time, Whereas the dad will just kind of be in the background, just like nodding his head,
Yeah.
smiling.
Is that an Asian dad phenomenon, or is that the effect of marrying an Asian mum phenomenon? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you like the best example. So on the day of like my premiere, obviously my dad was super proud, super happy, and Nabi upstairs just kept telling me that on the day, all he would do is just go up to Nabi and he wouldn't say anything. He would just go,
Oh, that's lovely, man.
and that's it.
That's beautiful.
That's all that's needed.
And that's all that's needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost cried, yes.
Yeah.
And I cried during the lunch. That was wonderful.
Yes. And
No words are needed.
No words are needed. Just.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And that's I guess that's that kind of like gesture from my experience. It's just like, oh my god, he's really emotional right now.
He touched my shoulder.
That's beautiful, man. That's a thing
Yeah.
of beauty. So I'm inferring your dad is not a particularly vocal person. Then.
No.
Is he vocal in other contexts?
My dad is the type of person who would just he can be. If you open up a conversation with him, he can talk for hours and hours. But sometimes he just sits in the corner and he doesn't say a word and he just takes in the atmosphere. And I'm like, I go up to him and I'm like, Dad, are you having a good time? And he's like, I'm having a great time. He's just
That's a very dad thing, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like seeing everyone together.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Look at what I've done.
yes.
Yes, everyone's having a good time.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Beer,
just,
anyone? Beer?
he's just vibing with the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And he's having a great time. And I think I would probably grow up to be the same person as well.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, whenever you like host anyone, it's really fun to make sure everyone's like, you've got food,
Yes.
you've got drink, you're
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
I got you. Just go
As long as
around.
everybody else is happy,
Yeah.
I'm happy kind of
Yeah,
mentality.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's also a Western dad like.
Not that much different. Oh, you got a Western dad?
Oh yeah. I mean, I told you how he was.
I was gonna say yours swears at you. Eh?
Yeah, he just drinks wine and just goes, "I love you, dickhead."
I don't know. I mean, I feel like all of the, our father's generations are not very good at expressing
Yeah.
how they always feel about things.
Mine's been very Mine's very kind and caring, actually.
Yeah,
It's very expressive.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Super expressive.
I would say super expressive, but there's, I
I
grew up with an
mean-
abundance of I love yous and things like that,
Oh,
which is wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's why you compliment so much.
Yeah, well, also, I appreciate the people. You have beautiful eyes.
Okay. I'm done with this compliment nonsense. What is this? Snake charmer we have here. What is this?
That's
How to kill a British man.
What is it that you wish for?
Positivity.
What do you want in return? What I'm struggling to understand. what I-
bribed by this emotion.
No, I mean my dad's he's very sweet and he's very kind. But I think when you're a kid as well, you see it differently too. And I think because your dad wants to, I suppose, be in like more of a raising. He's trying to like be a father, and then when you're like now, when you get older, it's just, the dynamic changes quite a lot. I feel like than the dad.
Oh, for sure.
So
Yeah.
I'm also having a hard time remembering what he was like when I was younger, because I feel like I'm also seeing it through a kid lens. So you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like I've warped how I've seen it because my dad's super cool now, but I know he was very strict when I was growing up.
Yeah.
He was strict.
Yeah, he's really strict.
Oh,
Yeah.
like no Xbox, no nothing.
Well, if he wasn't strict, it would be Ask Your Mom, who was then strict as well.
Yeah.
So, it was all, but it was a very loving family there overall. They were very sweet. And my people have seen them on camera as well.
Your dad does not seem like the strict kind.
Bro, he was the strict one.
Really?
Yeah, because he would be gone working in Germany. And then it would always be like, my mom, the ultimate threat was, Dad's going to hear about this when he gets back. Please don't tell Dad.
That was a traditional threat, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wait
yeah.
till your father gets home.
Yeah, and I was like, please don't tell Dad, because I guess I understand it now. It's like my mom probably went something along the lines of, Connor did this. Can you just go and scare him a little bit?
Yeah.
And so then I would naturally be very scared
Yep.
when he would be like, Connor, and he would do something, and he doesn't like me telling this. He had this stare that had an intent that was very scary as a kid. You're like,
The death stare.
That's good. That is a far better disciplinary technique than
yes, yeah, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, look, I think I turned out okay.
You've done great.
They were wonderful parents, and
Let's hear it for Connor's mum and dad.
Yes.
Thank you. I was a little shit, and they had to,
They did a great job. Do you have siblings?
I do have 3 brothers.
Oh,
hence why I enjoyed fighting so much.
good.
growing up. Did you have brothers?
I got one.
Is that why you like fighting growing up as well?
No, it's had nothing to do with it.
Fucking, it's like WrestleMania every weekend in my house.
Mine was too much older than me, so that didn't make any
Didn't
sense.
stop me from beating up my little brother. I'm joking. No, I think because we were all so close in age, like 2 years.
Well.
And then we had the older brother who was a lot older. And then when he came, he was like, "Oh, you like fighting, do you?" And so he enjoyed beating the shit out of me.
You never did wrestling with your brother?
No, not with my brother, because he was old. He was so much older than me that he was always kind of too cool to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I wrestled with dad and whatnot, so that was fine.
You wrestle with your dad?
Did you not?
No.
You got a rough house with your dad?
Yeah, you got a rough house with
A
your
rough house
dad.
with your dad, of course. We used to be at the beach, and
yeah.
dad would pick me up and just chuck me.
Throw you in the
Oh,
water.
yeah. I guess that would be
yeah.
wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, you come back, you try to have a bit of fisticuffs with dad, but
Yeah.
he's much stronger than you are. And he throws him again.
Definitely.
Sometimes you play football or rugby with the older people as well, and you get tackled by one of
bro.
them.
Oh my God, yeah.
You learn very harsh lessons.
Yeah.
You ever been humbled by your dad?
In what sense?
I know. I remember this one. I'm just remembering this core memory now when we're at the park, and I was like having a race with my dad, and I can't remember how old I was. Probably like 5-6 years old, and I was like beating my dad every time. Obviously, my 5-6-year-old fucking brain was just like, damn, I'm fucking goated at this. I'm beating my dad.
Dad fell off.
Yo, what? I'm beating the adults? And I remember I was like, obviously my dad being my dad. He's like, oh, you just beat me. And I'm like, all right, Dad, this time I want you to go all out. Just go all out. And I'm getting cocky.
You're
And I
humble.
think he knew I was getting cocky. And he
put you
looks
in
me
your
in the
place.
eye and he goes, are you sure? Are you sure you want me to do that? And I'm like, yeah, Dad, I got this. I'm a big boy now. I'm a grown ass kid now. Go all out. And I remember just looking down and I go, okay, are you ready, Dad? 3, 2, 1, go. And I like full on start sprinting. And I look up and he is like beyond the horizon. And I'm like, what? My dad had this in him the entire time.
I think I was a sore loser from birth, so I blocked those memories out. I don't want to hear this. I don't.
Your dad just started taking normal size steps. That's all he did.
I thought you were gonna say something like, my dad like leg swept me before I started. I was like,
I was going to say, it's like a Muay Thai family. Dad,
Well, but before we move on, let's talk about today's sponsor, Persona 3 Reload. Persona has always been one of the most visually appealing RPGs out there, and now you can play and experience the immersive and wonderful world of Persona 3 with the brand new retelling of the classic genre-defining entry in the franchise. Immerse yourself in modern-day Japan, making every moment eerily familiar yet undeniably unsettling. Persona 3 Reload challenges the norm, offering a gaming experience that echoes the realities of the world we know with a twist that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Explore the bustling city by day and forge unforgettable bonds with genuine characters and leave a mark on their memories forever. Immerse yourself in strategic combat, execute devastating attacks, and lead your team to victory. Persona 3 Reload is a must-try for any gaming fan and is available on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch too. So what are you waiting for? Make sure to check out Persona 3 Reload by clicking the link in the description down below, and a big thank you to Atlas for sponsoring today's video. Back to the episode. When was the last time you actually full-on sprinted like 50 meters or like 100 meters? I know you sprint a lot in your videos, but I wonder when was the last time you full-on tried to...
Full-on sprinted?
Last time I did that because I used to do hill sprints for my cardio, but then I got an injury doing it not too long ago.
Because I did one like last year, and I was like, I can sprint still. Of course I can still sprint.
It's tough.
And then when you do it, you're like, holy shit, this is fucked. And I pulled like 4 different muscles.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't done this in so long.
You got to stay conditioned. But apparently, if you do sprints a lot, it keeps your mitochondria healthy. So that's good because it keeps you youthful, allegedly. So that high-intensity interval training is really important, it turns out.
Until you injure yourself.
Sorry?
Until you injure yourself.
Well, then you're a challenge.
Yeah.
When I was doing my sprints last, pre-injury, I have a neighborhood hill that I do them up. And there was a 16-year-old boy who came out of his house, and he's watching me sprint. And he's like, I'll run with you. Like, hey, man. He's like, hey, I'm on my way back down the hill. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, sprinting. He's like, where you from? I'm like, Australia. I'm like, He's like, I get to the bottom of the hill. I'm like, all right, well, I got to go back up. He goes, all right, I'll come with you. So I spin around. I'm fagging as hard as I could go. And he's just casually, just level with me the whole time.
He's like asking you questions. You're like,
that's exactly it. We get to the top. I'm like, and he's just nose breathing, totally fine. We go back down the hill together again. He's like, we get to the bottom. He's like, you want me to go 100%? Like, yeah, go on. We turn around, just straight up the hill, stand at the top waiting.
oh my damn.
All right, young man, you've made your point.
I'm finding another hill. Fuck this street.
I can't believe he youth maxed you like that.
It makes me like you never believe.
Damn.
How you lads feeling in terms of youth? You're still on the good side of 30.
Well, you know, I mean, you always feel the decay.
Yes.
But are you feeling so here? But you guys are on the other side of 30 now.
Yes.
You're halfway down?
I'm mid-30s now.
Yeah, cool. And
Yes.
you're early
31,
30s,
yeah.
But are you starting to appreciate the process? Because this is what I've had. As much as you
aging?
start losing your youthful prowess, at the same time, there's a whole new side of life that kind of opens up.
Right.
Such as the joy of just sitting on an airplane for 15 hours without doing anything. Just... You kind of, I've found as you get older, you become much more able to just be at peace with yourself and the world.
Yeah, totally. I appreciate park benches a lot more, that's for sure.
Pub angel?
Park benches.
Oh, I see.
Pub angels.
Are they all pub angels?
I think that's me 7 drinks in. I'm like, where's the pub angel? I need her.
It's like a Jimmy Bard song. Pub angel!
It's like, what's that? Get 3 more beers? Okay.
I mean, I feel like we have the advantage of, being in a life position where we've been able to experience a lot more than other people our age, especially during our 20s at least. So I feel like a lot of us have reached that stage maybe a lot faster than maybe other people have been able to reach that.
I mean, the main thing I feel is that drinking is so much more detrimental than it used to be.
Well,
Yes.
the pub angel is definitely not on your side now.
He's got the pub devil.
Having a big night out suddenly feels a lot worse now than it used to.
There's a meme on the internet which is it's The day after drinking in your 20s, and it's a shot of some kid in a movie and he's walking around college high-fiving everybody. The day after drinking in your 30s, it's a shot from The Hangover when they wake up and he's got no tooth. And he's kind of like this. And the day after drinking in your 40s, and it's E.T. dying.
Well, it used to be, if you had like an early start, it would be shit and you could do it. It's like, now I just don't think I can. I don't think I can like wake up and do things.
Right.
I think the biggest thing is like every time you partake in the act, it's almost like you have to plan out.
But you have to vibe everyone else out too,
Yes.
I've realized now. Where
Vibe everyone else out?
Well, it used to be like if you would go drinking with people, it would be like, we're just fucking going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's like, how many drinks is tonight? What are you looking for tonight?
Yeah.
This evening? Do you
That's
not feel this way?
interesting.
Well, how often do you go drinking? now, would you
Ladybeard
say?
does not participate that much in the old 1, 2,
Alcohol?
3
Yes.
down
Well,
the
I
garden
honestly
hatch.
think it would hold you back.
Yeah.
I think you have more than enough energy to
Yes.
participate
Thank you. That's
in
very
it.
nice.
For me, it's
You're going against your Aussie bloodline by not doing that.
I know. When I was younger, I made a kind of an identity out of the fact that I was the only one who could drive. And I quite
right.
enjoyed that identity because
Oh, right,
no one
yeah,
could have
yeah,
fun
you
if I
never-
wasn't there. You see?
Right.
So I was like, haha, power.
yeah.
You were the pub angel.
I was the pub angel.
Yes. You were
the pub angel.
I was.
You were the pub
I
angel.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting because you see everyone else start to slowly lose control of themselves. And you kind of watch the process and you learn a lot about your friends doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You really do.
That's true.
It brings out the true side of
Yeah.
someone. Yeah, definitely.
You know? Tomo comes out of the bathroom with no pants on and you're like, well, we know what it takes to get to this point now.
I didn't know you were like that, Tomo. Damn.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I remember you told us this last time, and I feel bad that I didn't remember. I apologize.
Fine. You know,
I mean, because you look like someone who can slam back like 10 beers, no problem.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You
That
give
makes
off
me
that energy, I feel.
I think to
Yeah.
survive DDT, I just assumed alcoholism was a
Yeah,
prerequisite of surviving that.
I do appreciate the fact that you feel that way, though. My Australian bloodline would be proud.
I'm
which is
saying
good.
you
Yes.
look like you would be so much fun to drink with.
Bless you, that's very kind.
Yeah.
Well, we could go drinking and you can drink.
I think we did do this.
Yes.
Yeah, we did do this.
We
Yeah,
did
last
do
time you were on the
this.
show.
Yeah.
And I thought like you were drunker than me the entire time, quite frankly.
It's like, wait, you've had no drinks?
Yeah, I needed to drink to catch up to your level.
That's just genuinely how I am. Just a man with no debit card who seems like he's been drinking.
Oh, that's awesome.
You need not having a debit card because no one can stick you with the bill.
Oh,
That's true. I guess you plenty of the bank card. The one time where that system comes in handy for you because you can still get cash.
Yeah, that's right.
damn.
In Japan separates debit cards and cash cards. Cash card being the card that you get that allows you to withdraw money, because with your debit card you cannot do so unless you are with some of the banks that now have realized that perhaps the system might have been outdated.
Well, you have a beautiful voice. Did you just hear that? That
Yes,
was
well-
a perfect narrator kind of
thank
and make
you.
an
Okay.
announcement on
Well,
the
he is a
JR line.
voice
He's a voice
actor.
actor.
He certainly is. He's
Yes.
a voice director.
Well,
Yes.
I don't have anything close to your credits and your
No, but I don't-
lineage of.
I don't have this beautiful sunshine voice.
Wow.
Yeah, but he
Oh,
wasn't in
wow.
Barcana. So.
I wasn't back in. I wasn't in Black Butler.
That's true.
I wasn't in all of these
was in those
amazing
things.
shows. I still can't get over that.
Yeah, man. It was my old life.
Yeah.
It was good.
Old life.
You've
now
lived
new one.
15 lives in the time
Seems
that I've
that way
taken to
a lot
live
of
half of one.
I don't know, man. You've done some things.
no.
You're doing pretty fine. From what you're doing pretty fine from what I can
I
tell.
play video games.
In your pre-30 life, I think you've done plenty,
no,
my
I
friend.
I
think
appreciate
you're
that.
doing fine.
Do you play much video games?
Here's what happened. When I was young, I played a lot of video games. And then I kind of got into that kind of year 10, year 11 period when I started taking life a bit more seriously.
Yeah.
And so then I didn't for a long time. And then the point came when I was working. I always kind of said to myself, I'll sort life out and then I'll play some video games.
Right.
Yeah.
The point came back 2017 or something, and I went, I am working so hard. I'm getting a freaking PlayStation. So I got a PlayStation, then I started playing the video games again.
Oh, nice.
And then I kind of feel like, at least for the time being, I've had my fill.
Yeah.
I went through the 2 Lord of the Rings games, Shadow of Mordor,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
and then
Right.
Shadow of War. And I stopped halfway through Shadow of War because it was getting too scary.
You know, a
another
horror
thing
movie
You're a
fan?
man that's easily.
There's another thing that happens as you get older.
Yes.
The idea of dark caves with goblins popping out of them is less appealing than it was
I
when you
suppose,
were a
yeah.
younger man.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
once you're in real life, frankly, real life provides enough terrors. So you don't need more terror in the form of fiction. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's
Yes,
still
for sure.
nothing more scary than having to file your taxes. It is
Right.
So,
No.
it is by far
Right.
the most. If there was
Yes.
a game that could capture that energy
Yes.
of having to send that form off and be
bro.
like, oh God.
Yes.
Yeah, but when you receive a letter from them,
And yeah.
you're standing there opening it, you're like, no,
It's
no,
all
no,
okay.
no. Yeah, man. Adulthood.
Yes.
That's a real horror story.
So no more video games, no Netflix. What
I'm open
does
to the video games. I'm open to the video games.
Open to
but
video
I
games.
just put it down for
Yeah,
a
yeah,
while,
yeah.
and I haven't been back for a while.
what have you been doing in your downtime recently then?
Well, I've discovered the joy of just sitting. I'm enjoying a good
This sounds like a
I
phenomenal book. The Joy of Sitting.
the joy of sitting.
It's a self-help book.
I worry not about hernias. I worry not about distractions.
Dude, you
I
just-
worry about finding a place to put my
Now,
coffee.
now I was thinking, so do you just finish all your work or all your concerts, you come home and you just power down. You just
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much. I consume quite a lot of YouTube.
me too,
I don't
me
consume
too.
it that actively though. It's a lot of
Yes.
time I'll put it on and have it there
Yeah,
whilst
yeah,
I sit and
Me
reflect.
too.
Yes.
That's
Right.
we all are doing that.
Unless I specifically am trying to learn something, in which
no.
case I'll lock in.
I will never lock in.
You don't like to lock in?
No, I should.
An anti-locker.
Anti-locker.
I try to lock in, but I feel like I'm distracting myself with too many things. I'm like,
Fair enough.
but I try to watch things.
Yeah, it's good. It's good having a watch. I watch your content. I enjoy your content
you.
very
Oh,
much.
thank you.
Thank you.
I watch yours when I go.
Mercy, thank you.
You've been crushing it on TikTok.
Yes.
actually?
Yeah, you
Yes.
have.
We're doing the tickers-tockers. Have a little look-us.
I've only recently, tried to learn more about it because I kind of wanted to stay the fuck away from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yours popped up right away, and I was like, oh, it knows me already.
Thank you. Thank you,
It
man.
served me what I want to see immediately.
Thank you, man.
And it was cool
Hey.
seeing.
Yes.
How, the love you were getting in the, check the comments, and I'm
Thank
glad
you,
they all love you.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you. It's very kind
Yeah,
of you.
it's
It's turned
nice
out that's
to
where
see.
the fan base went. Have you noticed this? The fan base moves around the
Well,
platforms.
Well,
YouTube has changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's been. I think it's also amazing for what you do.
Bless you, thank you.
And I think
Turns out it's very helpful
your
for that.
energy lends itself really well.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
getting people and being like, oh, I'm here, and they're like, oh, it's Ladybeard.
Let me say a thing, because I can see Shiori looking at me. Hey, if you go onto TikTok, you can go find my group Babybeard at Babybeard_Japan. Our new single is called Macho, and you can record yourself doing a macho dance with the hashtag, if you still use those, of Macho Dance Challenge. Tag us so we can see it, please. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
We don't. Well, none of us
yeah.
use TikTok, so
Yeah.
we
Okay.
just we don't know if hashtags work. or not.
Hashtags a thing of the past. Are they done now?
I assume.
I
so.
think so.
There's
kind
been
of.
there's been reports of how
always
some
forced.
platforms hashtags are really effective, and then there are others where it's just it's pretty much
I
useless.
think it's
now.
all hocus pocus. People are trying to, find a new
yeah,
way.
SEO
Yeah,
optimization
it's always
and
changing.
stuff. But
I don't know,
There's
it
the
might.
same people
Yeah.
that'll make fun of people who are spiritual, and then they'll be like, if I put 4 spaces before I put the title, it might improve. Bro, you're as deranged as anyone else.
That was awesome. What's happened to YouTube is because I remember last time I was here, there was no singing allowed because the algorithm will get you. So
Oh, the whole copyright shit.
yeah. So what's going on with YouTube? Tell me about the current
YouTube, they
situation.
love shorts, obviously.
Yes,
and
of
recently
course.
there was a change where they stopped counting people who had ad blockers,
What's what?
an ad blocker on their browser, so there's no ads.
Yes.
so
So
the
YouTube
views
wouldn't count them.
The
I
views
have a
stop
conversation I
counting.
want to have about YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please
Let's
do.
So, can we really not find a better way to do YouTube ads than just jamming them in the middle of a sentence, just anywhere? I'm getting so upset. So listen, I completely understand the need for advertising in media
Yeah.
Yes.
because we're all in the biz, so we all understand you got to keep the lights on. However, can we not find a better way than just there it is. The other day I
Yeah.
was watching a video and they had the sponsorship read that's scripted in the video.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally happy to watch. But then the sponsorship read was interrupted by an ad. It was an ad within an ad. It was like the film Inception. I was sat there going, what, dude, ad in my ad now. I got to get past this ad to get back to the first ad. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yes.
It's just, I got no problem with the ads, but can we just get it better organized? Says the man with no debit card.
Was it reminding you who's like, Ladybeard, you need to get a debit card.
It's like, why am I getting all these bank ads?
These personalized ads have gotten boringly good.
Are you a foreigner in Japan who needs a debit card?
I have gotten ads that have been foreigners targeted in Japan. There was one that was like,
Really?
are you a foreigner in Japan who misses American candles? I was like, very close. Very close.
Mrs. American Candles.
Yeah,
That's extremely specific.
I was like, you really threw there. And I'm sure you got some people.
Yeah.
And I was probably very close to being your demo, but you missed me. But they look nice, the candles. Good for him. I did not click though. I did not want to tell him that he won.
I've YouTube Premium now, so I don't see any ads.
Oh, really?
YouTube
Yeah.
Premium is probably, out of all of the subscription services, I think it's the best one because
Yeah,
I watch
like, really?
so much YouTube. You get no ads. You can download them on your phone. So that when you go on the airplane, you can queue up a bunch of podcasts, no ads.
Yeah.
Let me totally contradict the exact thing I've just said.
Oh, please
Now,
do.
I'm actually specifically trying to keep it with the ads.
Right.
I
Okay.
just wish they'd be a bit more convenient with the way they do them. But the reason for that is because I feel, living in Japan and getting served Japanese ads, you actually learn a lot about the culture and also language through advertising. If you think about it, when we were kids, if I say to you, you should understand this, have you ever bought or rented a video that wasn't quite right? That's Aussie, obviously.
Yeah.
But just through the advertising, so much of our culture gets developed,
Yeah, for
especially for youth. So therefore, I kind of want to keep getting the YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Because
But
you
I
learn
feel
so
like-
much about
I
Japan.
feel like there are more ads than ever now, and it's so rare that we have one that is within the like cultural zeitgeist anymore.
Really?
When was the last ad that you feel like in recent memory that really took the?
There's one, oh goodness, I'm
Okay,
getting one
okay.
at the moment for in Japan. I won't say the name of the company, but it's for a recruiting service, right?
Right.
I
Oh
guess
my
there's a lot
fucking God.
of ads for recruiters. You get them too?
Oh my god, the fucking L step one, bro. I hear
I
that.
know the L step.
Edu,
'cause-
fucking in the taxi, bro.
Yeah, the taxi.
Yeah, it's the taxi
It's the
ads.
taxi
Oh,
ad.
the taxi ads.
Yeah,
the taxis
yeah.
have their own unique ads in
Well,
Japan.
yeah. So what I realized is that the Japan taxi ads, because I guess the clientele that get taxi ads are, I guess, people who want recruiting or golf clubs or like gifts for women specifically. They're like, do you have woman and want gift for her? Here is hairdryer.
Really? I
Do
get
you have woman?
I get the ads in the taxis where it's all like it's either the recruitment companies or
Always
it's like
how is there so many recruitment
yeah,
companies?
or it's like some kind of like
how is there so many?
or it's like a system management company
Yes,
or
yes,
something.
yes.
You know? That fucking Sky Kabushiki guy.
Oh my god, that one!
It's like
everywhere.
Yeah, it's always,
Everywhere.
it's always the guy that goes like,
Yeah, it's fucking what's his name? Fujiwara Tatsuya.
Yeah.
fucking hell, bro. It's always guys just doing that, posing,
I find it really funny.
And they're like slowly running.
I find it really funny, especially with the Sky Kabushiki guy ads, because it's Fujiwara Tatsuya who's in all of those ads. He played Kaiji.
So he played Light and Death Note.
He was
as well.
Light in Death Note, and he was also
Yeah.
Kaiji in the live action. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's really ironic that you of all people would be in
But
these
no, I
ads.
turn it off
You need
immediately.
Yeah,
I turn it off
Yeah.
immediately on the cab now. I'm glad.
yeah, it's so annoying now.
There's one that I'm getting on YouTube for another recruitment service.
Yeah.
And the scene is there's an office and there's some Uchi-san who's getting a promotion. And the boss is like, XYZ gets promoted. Everyone starts punch. And this guy's like, and then these two young kids. And one of them looks at the other one and goes, didn't you make his presentation? And then this Uchi-san looks at the camera and goes, Usu. Can we all do that at the camera, please? This one's the wide, yeah? That's the one. Can we all go, Usu? At the
Okay.
It's not a full thumbs up, it's a half thumbs up.
okay.
One of those.
All right.
And it's squinty eyes and Usu. Okay?
Usu.
Ready?
All right.
3,
All right.
2, 1.
There you go.
Make a GIF. Make a GIF, dear viewers.
I mean, the ads are nonsensical.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem now with like ads is that everything is personalized to whatever your taste and your algorithm wants
But
to serve you.
Japan still loves a jingle. They
It does.
still
Oh,
love
yeah,
a
with
jingle.
everything.
Everything's got a fucking jingle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I watch a lot of Japanese TV and I always end up seeing just the most weird things. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this advertising? I don't know.
Yeah,
and then
but
it'll be
I
like
also-
rice, and you're like, why was there an alien just slapping someone? I don't understand what that had to do with the rice.
But I feel as well, like maybe it's because like I feel advertisements when we were younger are more memorable also because we were watching TV all the time.
Sure,
right?
we
Yeah.
had more shared experience.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have more of a
there was
shared
now-
experience.
Media
Now,
is
like
so
you don't really
personalized.
have like a shared experience with a YouTube ad anymore.
No,
Yeah,
it's
'cause,
it's within your bubble. It's when your algorithm, your circle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hang
because
out with.
you'll be like, and I'll be like, oh, I watched a guy who reviews tools, and I'm like, I don't know why. I'm not gonna have tools. I just like watching him review them.
Do you actually watch a tool reviewer?
There's this great guy called Project Farm. He reviews these tools, and he does an extremely fun. People watch him who definitely don't use these tools either. He's just very fun.
Right.
He's very
okay.
enthusiastic. He'll do these own makeshift tests in his home. He'll buy all the tools. He'll buy every drill from every company. And he's like from Oklahoma probably or something. Look at this guy. Look at this. You tell me you don't want to watch this guy?
Show me. Project Farm. Here he is.
Like just play his. Just so you can understand the energy.
Without a jump starter, because you never know when you're gonna need it. So the question is, which jump starter is the best? Well, let's find
Which jump starter is the best?
And he does these tests, dude.
All right,
And he
he's awesome.
reviews everything.
Actually,
like the
that's-
most shit that you didn't even hear of. And it's great. Because if I ever want a fucking drill or a wrench, I know
where
that
to
he's
go.
done it.
That's actually kind of sick.
He's just got a great voice.
You're
too.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's stimulating. I don't think you want to put it on when you're trying to fall asleep.
It's almost like telemarketing.
When I
He's
go
got the telemarketer voice.
When I go to sleep, it's history or...
History's good for sleep,
History
isn't
is
it?
great for sleeping.
History's so good for
Because
sleep.
all the narrators are like, in 1934, and this is what happened, and then this happened. But he wasn't very happy about it.
Do you have like go-to content on YouTube where you're just like, you know what, I just want some downtime? Do you just like play whatever is on the first thing you see on the YouTube ad? Or?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I've been lately. I've been doing a particular podcast. I won't say the name. It's because it comes. A lot of it gets clipped and it's up on the YouTube. So
Right.
once you've watched a couple of them, then you get
Oh
served
my
a
God.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
yeah.
you dare watch a podcast on YouTube. They will never let
That's
you
the
do that.
worst.
Yes.
Only
Don't you
mutants
dare.
do that.
Don't you dare watch it.
That's
Yeah,
the
if you
worst.
dare click on one clip, it's like, here you go, here you go, here you
So
go.
here's
It's
the
like you're-
entire channel.
Yes. Your entire algorithm will be taken over by this one podcast now.
Yeah, it's so fast now.
So
too.
what is the secret to TikTok? Since none of us use TikTok.
Just dance, gonna be okay. God
damn it.
Just dance.
The one
Let
thing I
record
can't
play.
do.
But what if we can't dance?
The key is you have to make sure things are in a good location, and you got to make sure people are gonna get to it, and it's instantly visually stimulating enough that they won't just do the thumb off to the next one.
Right.
So you
Right.
got to get them in the first instant.
Yeah.
And then again, within the next 2 seconds, you got to start doing something that's going to keep them there.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, for instance, if we shoot videos inside, they always do way worse than a video outside.
Really?
Because it's so
Right.
visually unstimulating. It's a white wall and a photocopier. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So unless what we're doing is bananas.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
costume like this, which is all colorful and whatnot. It's very helpful for that kind of situation,
Yes.
right? It's the color by itself.
yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Marmalade who made this, by the way. She did a very good job. Interestingly, speaking of dancing, I'm sorry, this is a tangent.
Yeah.
But Marmalade, who made our costumes, when you guys did the Maid Cafe in Australia a couple
Yeah,
years
yeah,
ago,
yeah.
she was at that. She was the person who taught you to dance that ski.
Oh my God.
That's
That was
she made
her.
this.
Oh shit! Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, at Marmalade_cos, I think. Anyway,
That's so awesome.
yeah. So if you have something like this,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
that's very helpful.
Right.
But it's you gotta.
Well, that's why. Is that where you run at the camera?
Yeah, well, this is running at the camera is a good way to get out of things. You ever notice that? Cover the camera. It's a good cut point, isn't it?
Yeah. True.
Yes.
True.
That's
And
why
running at the camera as
we end the
well.
podcast by jumping at the fucking.
Yeah.
Do you actually do that? We can do that.
I know you'll do
flip
that.
the table out here, bro.
You'll do that.
Yeah, but no, running at the camera is good as well because otherwise, when you start for that couple of seconds before the dance starts,
There's some action happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, if I'm coming from far away towards it, it gives someone, because the viewer, time to say, "What's that?"
What the heck? What the heck?
and
is
wants
this?
to engage while they figure it out.
Right.
It
Yes.
builds anticipation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shiori, is everything I just said accurate enough? There you go. Shiori's the mastermind of the TikTok, not me. I get told what to do.
Right. Right.
Ah.
Shiori-
will you
Shiori's
do-
very
Do
good at
you
it.
you film like a
partake
bunch
in
in a
the?
day?
Do you
Yeah.
partake in the TikTok
Yeah.
much in terms of like watching?
Yes, but I find though here's the problem with it. It sucks you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to actively
Yeah.
You know, I have to
You know,
actively
I think is the sneakiest thing that they do. When you want to stop looking and closing the app, you swipe back, right?
Yeah.
But it will always load one more TikTok when you swipe back. You have to swipe another time to actually close it.
they've drilled into your brainstem.
So like
what's going on?
you are literally trying to fucking get out,
Right.
And they load you another one in the hopes that in a last-ditch effort
Right.
that this
Yeah.
other distraction will work.
So you could be like,
Yes.
wait, hang on, what was that? Kind of thing, right? Yeah.
And in my case, if Ladybeard comes up, it's like, I got all right.
Connor's
fine,
my boy.
I'm back
Connor's my
in.
boy.
I'm back
Thank you,
in.
bro.
I thought I was out. I was trying to get out. And they're like, we've got the trump card.
It's like being a hitman. You
Yeah.
can never really get out.
Fucking ridiculous. So yeah, it's great seeing you on
Thank
there
you,
as
man.
well.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
want to
yeah.
look at my
Super
TikTok.
cool.
You could go look at my TikTok at Ladybeard_Japan, my group Babybeard at Babybeard_Japan, our new single Macho, first single from the album Omakase, coming soon.
So
Damn, you got to memorize.
Yeah, bro.
recently we had an idol on, and they were telling us the amount of rehearsals they were doing was quite intense. How much of your time is spent like rehearsing versus doing other things?
A lot. Hang on. So this idol was a Japanese idol, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and they're doing like only shows in Japan, or they're doing international as well?
Mostly Japanese.
Mostly
Yeah,
Japan,
mostly Japanese.
So this is a whole big,
Okay.
a whole big conversation.
sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yes.
So in Japan, the idols, right?
Yeah.
There's kind of a distinction between idols and artists. Idols are really the focus of the whole thing is just. Just these little girls, little girls who go on stage, and the main thing is these little girls are cute.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the main point.
Yes.
Right.
But once you're 23, 24, definitely 25, you've lost that little girl magic. So now you have to actually do a good show. Right. So this is where you get the distinction between being an idol and being an artist.
Right.
So we behave much more like artists
Right.
because, as you can see, my little girl magic disappeared a long time ago.
But I imagine you're still rehearsing an incredible amount.
yeah, we
right?
rehearse our butts off, really. Because otherwise, like with a show like what we're doing, this has always been the case with Ladybeard.
yeah.
Ladybeard is something that's it's either going to be amazing or terrible. Like it's not going to be a 60% okay show.
Right.
Yeah.
Bearded Aussie in a skirt doing heavy metal J-pop pro wrestling thrown in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With two girls. It's absurd. So therefore, it's lots and lots and lots and lots of rehearsal. If all three of us do the same thing at the same time, that's
works.
a great show.
Yeah.
And it's emotionally stimulating for the audience.
Yes.
And it genuinely is an experience worth exchanging resources to consume.
Yes.
Yes.
If we half-ass the rehearsal, things are butter, everything's a little bit wishy-washy all over the place.
Yeah.
You can see it in the fans if we don't do a good job. You see them go from this engagement to, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
right.
but that's the difference.
So basically, you either die as an idol or you live long enough to be an artist.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what's like
Damn.
how often a week are you guys rehearsing? And
Dude, like we have shows coming up. We'll do, 2 or 3 days a week, and we'll do 5 to 8 hour long rehearsals.
Damn.
8 hours is a big one. It's 8 hours of dancing.
Damn.
It's a lot of
Jesus.
rehearsal. Yeah.
We didn't even know what we were doing for our show until a week before.
Like a week before, yeah.
Really?
We're like, I guess we'll do this.
I'm jealous of your lifestyle.
we did a test show in front of about 20 people in LA just to like kind of test the formula. And they were like, yeah, that was good. And we're like, all right, 26 of those to go.
But, we
awesome.
had a show that was mostly audience interaction.
Yes.
Which,
Yes.
You
can't really rehearse for it,
Yeah.
right?
We can't rehearse, but it also gives us so much leeway because it's just like we could just say anything or do anything. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
as long as we're doing
We
something.
we were able to play with the audience and feed off the energy and feed back the
Yeah.
energy into them as well.
What was the spot? Because there were no videos of your shows because you didn't allow video cameras.
Yes.
There was some.
Oh, we recorded one show.
Yeah.
One
Okay,
show
I
made it
haven't
up.
seen that video.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
I've only seen photos. Please explain to me what the biggest clown segment was.
Oh, so
Jerry,
at
go
the-
ahead.
yeah.
As probably the most biggest clownist most
Yeah,
often.
as the clown of the show, I will explain. So the show basically consisted of 3 kind of main game shows. And the final game show was this thing called the Trash Taste Court.
Okay.
Where basically one of us would play as the kind of the judge, if you will, with the mallet there. And then the other 2 would have to draw out of a hat to basically...
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
That's heavy as balls.
Yeah, don't. I'm scared now.
That's gonna be a murder weapon now.
I just wanted you to sense the power.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that very much. This is like Chris Hemsworth Thor right here. That's what this is. Get my hammer. Haha, no one else can pick that up.
So the judge would have that and use that as the gavel.
Oh, I see.
And then it's a heavy boy.
It's really heavy.
And then the other 2 contestants would draw out of a hat, and inside this hat would be a bunch of our past, I guess, opinions that we've had that might have been a little contentious or heated.
Oh, a contentious opinion?
Yeah,
Yes.
we've had plenty of those.
Really?
And we would pick out of the hat. One person who goes first would have to argue for that opinion no matter what.
Oh, wow.
And the other person would have to argue against it. And each person would have 60 seconds to try and convince the crowd that they had the better case for the argument.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But it could have been any of ours opinions.
But it
Yeah.
could have been any of our opinions.
So maybe I would have to defend Connor's opinion.
Yeah, even
or-
if we may not personally agree with it, you had to agree or disagree with whatever you pulled out.
That's an awesome spot.
and
yeah.
whoever lost it had to be the biggest clown.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you do 3 rounds, and then at the end of the show, whoever lost would come out in a clown costume.
Right.
And that was the biggest
And
clown.
it was a great kind of highlight to the show because it was like 5-10 minutes of really pretty intense
Yeah.
Yeah.
interaction from the audience, shouting, screaming.
And so
you know.
your show's essentially an improvised comedy show.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Yes.
Great,
For the
man.
most
That's
With
awesome.
a lot of fun.
structure. There is structure there.
Some
but
structure.
Yes.
Was it like 3 chairs on a stage kind of arrangement? Did you have an MC?
No, it's literally just 3 chairs and a mic.
Yeah.
And some mics on the stage.
It's normally
That's it.
about 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
2 in America doing that. That's excellent.
That was a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I don't want to tour again.
Why not? What's wrong with touring?
It's just too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
I miss my home too much.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you do 26 dates in 40 days?
Yeah. 26
Yeah,
shows and
yeah.
4
Yeah.
So hang on. And then between those, was it travel in the morning, do a show
Travel
at
at
night?
night.
So we were on the bus the entire time. So
Oh, you
we
had the
could
bus?
travel as
Yes.
we were sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was
And
definitely a
that was very
lifesaver.
nice, and that was like definitely made it really fun. But occasionally you just like, man, I just want to have something be the same for
Yeah.
once, but having to kind of adapt to a new place.
Having to find the bathroom every time you get off the bus.
Find the bathroom.
Yeah.
Showering is kind of like you're like, where do I shower?
I
you
understand.
know, it's-
I loved it.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'd love to tour again.
He's
Really?
built for the tour
Yeah,
lifestyle.
I
We
loved
should,
it.
we should go on tour together.
Sure.
Let's do it. We'll figure it out.
I'm down. What am I going to do?
I don't know. that's your department. And then, like,
I'll be on the side of the
open for
stage,
you.
just doing this.
We'll open for you, or you can open for us, or however you want to do it. We'll figure it out.
I think if anything, I should open for you. I feel like you have the more grander show than I could ever
I don't
do.
have 3 million followers on the YouTube though. So
what am I gonna
got a
do?
feeling.
What am I gonna do? But if
What, you guys didn't know what you were going to do,
Wait,
and then you went on tour.
You've
So
done music.
Yeah, okay, but if it's these 3, right? Like
No,
if it's
no,
us
just
3.
you, just you. I have no interest in
No,
touring.
but I was saying, if it's us 3, then I'm a little more confident on stage because I have people to bounce off of.
Really?
I don't know what I'm going to do on stage by myself.
why don't you do? You could create a monologue.
Well, like just like slam poetry for 15 minutes.
It could well be. If you put down your thoughts in the form of slam poetry, I
Yeah.
reckon your fans would very much enjoy seeing that. If you
I
took it on the
feel
road.
like I'm going to get a lot of Babybeard fans who do not like me.
What are you talking about? Dude, about 95% of my fans know who I am from this podcast last time, so I'm pretty sure they'll love it, bro. I don't think you need to worry.
We'll talk about it off camera. We'll talk about it off camera.
Sorry, I need to bring something up. I forgot
Please
to do
do,
this
please do,
earlier.
please do.
Okay.
My phone's in my pocket, and I need to get it out so I can go through this next thing that I wanted to talk about. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I told you already about my escalator bag experience
Yes.
earlier today. Actually, after, because I went and this happened, I had to go and get a new bag quickly.
Okay. Do tell.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
got on the train. I actually wrote a haiku about the experience. So I want to read you my haiku about my torn plastic bag.
Mudan, put some
Please
kind,
do.
put some
Can
like
we have some,
really
like,
like
nice music
yeah, put some
and-
music,
Yeah.
filter,
All right,
cherry
please
blossom
silence
filter.
in the room.
Here we are. You ready? Here we
Yeah.
are. Plastic shopping bag. Utility of renown. Escalate to death. A haiku by Ladybeard. Thank you very much.
It moves a man to hear such resonating words.
When he
and-
said escalator, I just
Yeah, man. Escalate.
escalate.
Escalator would be too many syllables for my haiku.
Oh.
Have you ever
play
tried to
on
write a
words.
haiku in Japanese? Japanese has so many damn syllables, it's hard to write a haiku. You can like say, my name's... That's the end of your line.
No, I think actually writing a haiku in Japanese is easier.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, because with
Write one right now.
Japanese, huh?
Rev on right now.
Write me a haiku about...
Konnichiwa, konnichiwa.
Oh, come now. Come now, Joseph.
It's easy, right? Hear me out. It's easy because hiragana is literally built on syllables. So
Sure.
the rule of thumb with a haiku is 5 characters, 7 characters, 5 characters.
Yes.
Whereas with English, you can have a word that is, say, 2 syllables or 3 syllables, but then you can have another word that is probably twice as long that also has 3 syllables. So every single time you have to sound out every word and to be like, wait, is this 5 syllables? Wait, depending on how you pronounce it, it could be 6 syllables.
But saying a basic word in Japanese, one word requires 492 syllables.
That's why it's poetry.
This is your show. This is your show, my friend. This is the show we're taking on the road. Joey's poetry experience.
I'm not claiming to be a haiku master at all.
Joey's
please.
going to be delivering haikus
yeah.
across America.
That's what I can do. That's what I can do to open your show. I can just like haiku readings for 20 minutes.
You'll get more fans than we will. Be awesome. But that actually, honestly, reading my haiku just now gave me an excuse to look at my notes as well, which was helpful because I have another conversation. Another conversation I want
Please
to
do
have.
tell.
Back to
Do
what we were
tell.
talking about
Do
regarding
tell.
Baan and regarding voice directing.
Yes.
How do you feel the future of anime and voice acting looks like in regards to the AI? Do you think AI is coming for voice actors' jobs? I have an opinion. I'll hear yours first.
That's a loaded question.
That is a very, very loaded question.
I'll tell you my opinion first, if you want.
please do.
Sure.
So I think, so every convention that we go to, the guests besides us, besides the musical guests, are made up primarily always of voice actors.
Yeah, of
course.
So it is my belief, or my opinion, that anime and voice acting is very much a human-to-human type business.
For sure.
Now, this may take a generational shift, but everyone wants to know the human behind the voice for Goku or Grell or whoever it may be, you see. So to that end, I think for established voice actors, there's no short-term risk to their careers from AI. However, I do think for young voice actors, it creates a problem, because when I started voice acting, the roles you start with when you don't know what you're doing are like man one,
Yeah.
you know, just some guy who
Yeah.
goes, oh yeah, and that's how you cut your teeth, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's,
So-
it's an interesting thing, because obviously there was also recently Disney got in a bit of heat because they'd used an AI actor.
Oh, do they? I didn't know this. Tell me the story. I don't know the story.
I think
I don't know
an
the story
AI
either.
actor
Do you bring
Disney-
whatever that else up, please, Kai?
Bring it up, Kai.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you, Kai.
Bring it up, Kai. Kai, let's hear it for Kai. What a legend!
legend.
Yes, he's the Kai-sicle. All
Yeah,
right.
this was a whole thing. I don't know.
And
This is
how.
trying to replace actors
I
with
don't think
AI.
it was it Disney or was
Was
it
it
just
Disney?
Was it
someone,
just Hollywood?
someone,
Type in AI actor.
someone premiered an AI actor and they
then
were
it
like
should-
going to get signed up by an agency. or
Ah,
something.
Oh, I did
Yes,
see something
yes,
about this.
yes,
That's
yes, yes.
right.
Oh.
Here she is.
But, you know, yeah, like you said, I 100% agree with actors that are working now and are established. Zero worries. I think they'll will definitely be coming your way. One aspect that I've definitely known it is, you know, we're watching YouTube a lot, and there are so many of these videos that are AI narrated.
Yeah, yes.
And it is horrible to listen to because I'm like, this sounds so fucking soulless from
Yeah.
my perspective. But obviously, I'm a voice actor, so I care about that. But it is obviously people don't mind, is what I've very quickly realized, is that most people don't care. They're very quick to accept that this is okay. And like you said, those are the types of stuff that you would normally have kind of come up on doing. You would have, you know, I know a lot of people who got into voice acting from doing YouTube videos or being on some established channels. Like I have a friend who did the Watch Mojo stuff.
Oh, yes. Ah,
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And that was another thing that, like, I imagine that type of video is going to be phased out. I do think, though, as AI becomes more prevalent, that the demand for human media will be more. Like,
Yeah.
I think people will then take pride in the fact that this is a full human production, which seems
Yeah.
diabolical to have to even mention or say, but I think that it'll become a point of pride for a lot of productions and a want from consumers. Because I don't think anybody wants to watch a drama or a TV show that has an AI actor but yeah, I do think the background stuff and the extras, that's a big worry, because obviously extras are cumbersome to have to deal with. To have to get 300 people in a room and pay all of them.
Yeah.
That's an expensive thing for something that nobody thinks about or pays attention to.
Yeah.
I can understand why studios might want to find a way to make that easier, but I don't think AI is the answer. I don't know what the answer is, but I think
it's coming, and
it's coming and it's going to happen regardless
I-
if we want it to or not.
I don't even think it's necessarily a anime or voice acting thing. This is an industry-wide thing on every entertainment media, whether that be music or YouTube even. We've already seen, especially on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Shorts, AI has just become so prevalent to the point where sometimes you see a video and you're just like, is this AI generated or is this not?
Yeah.
And I think in a way, the only, I guess there's not many positives I can think of. The only positive is that I think there will be a culling for, let's say,
Our coloring approaches.
okay, here's the thing. Because it's made me reflect on my own content, right? And I'm like, it makes me think, is the content I'm making, is it something that an AI can replicate? And let's just say there are some videos. Let's say I do a React video or something like that. I know as a content creator, this is low effort content. You know, this is low effort content that takes just, you know, very, very little effort. And eventually it is going to be something that the average consumer is not going to care whether it's me or some fucking AI thing reacting to it. I don't know. It's just there.
I mean, have you seen the on TikTok? I don't know if he's still doing it, but Jason Derulo was doing like reaction content, and people found out very quickly that he was just reusing the same reaction clip to everything.
Oh wow,
It's
really?
just, he's literally reacted to
dude.
one thing and then just took that video and just put it on every single reaction video. And
Really?
people didn't notice for years.
Yeah.
No, people noticed.
Oh yeah, no, they did notice after a while. They were like, wait, why is he reacting the exact same way?
I think because there was nobody who gave a fuck about Jason Derulo. But then when people found out, they found it fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
couldn't even be bothered to react to every clip.
Yeah, right.
So funny.
Yeah.
And I think in general, it's just going to be impossible to keep up with, I guess, the amount of slop that's that's being made. The problem comes when that slop takes over 90% of all media that you ever see.
Yeah.
You know, and
But surely then that puts a premium on,
Yeah, that's
as
what I
you were
think.
saying,
Yeah.
human created content, but
Yeah.
also the live experience. Surely
Yeah.
now you better get used to touring because the live experience is going to become something more valuable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't fake that.
No, you
And-
can't.
yeah, and
Not
it's-
yet, anyway.
No, not yet.
Wait till they have the idol bots.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
wait till they have the holograms that are
Yeah,
just
right.
like way too real.
And it's not so much there. I don't think there was going to be a need there. I think my biggest worry is discoverability because
Yeah.
there is you are, you know, I 100% think that humans will always want a human kind of like connection there. But let's say 90% of the media that a lot of people consume, they don't really care. They're just scrolling, you know, and they are, especially in
Just
this,
something to pass the time.
it's just something to pass the time. And a lot of the times, you know, you watch some highlight video or something, or you watch a react video, you don't really care that much. You're, you know, a lot of the times you're watching shorts, you're just consuming. And unfortunately, that is something that I think is going to be hard to combat when there's so much AI stuff coming out.
I think people will eventually get tired of scrolling and slop.
You think so?
I
You
think
think?
so.
I think it's also probably generational, and I
It's going
think
to be a pushback, I think.
you get to past the age of 25, this becomes less appealing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because you want to have more fulfillment in your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You,
for sure.
Distraction is less appealing as opposed to.
But do you think our parents had this conversation when, you know,
Yes.
when social media got introduced,
When
or when
TV?
when TV got introduced,
When the
you know?
radio, when the
Yes.
old wireless, the old
Yes.
horse racing.
Yeah.
Because horse racing will destroy society. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I
100%.
think it's always going to be a self-regulation thing. I think you can't expect these companies to
No.
be reasonable. And I think,
No.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
you just have to hope that people can self-regulate a
So
bit more.
if, all right, just imagine for a minute that Baan was a 45-minute long production
Yes.
and you had several crowds. Oh, screw it. Even for the production that Baan currently is, for that scene when she's in the office and you need all the background voices.
Yes.
If someone had come to you and said, we could chop $10,000 off the budget for this if we just do those voices with AI.
Oh no, I would not do that.
No.
But those are some conversations that will happen.
100%.
Yeah.
And it'll most likely.
I mean, they probably
become a
have
case.
happened and we just don't know about
Yeah,
it.
but
Yeah.
it's probably a case of this project exists because we could cut that budget
Yeah.
because we could use the AI.
Yeah,
right?
you also don't have to credit them, so
Yeah.
you would never know if they used it. I think what the sad part is that it will be kind of what you suggested, which is we'll have these real people who are acting in it, but so much AI doing the other stuff
Yeah.
that it starts to blur this line of like, I don't even know how I feel about this now.
Yeah.
Because this was stuff that was not, being shown. But then I think, again, there'll be a lot of pride to be taken in the fact that everything's fucking human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how long do you think it is till we get to a totally dead internet when it's
I think
bots reacting to bots?
We're getting close.
I mean, I
We're
argue
getting close.
we're almost
I mean,
there.
even
Really?
now,
Yeah.
dude, there's bots that fucking reply to bots. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
common thing that happens.
Really? Are we going to have AI reactors reacting to AI content?
They might.
Yeah,
probably.
I think we're close to getting there where at least, sometimes you search on Google and you get like an AI summary, and it's been proven that sometimes the AI summary of a certain subject is
an AI
referencing
summary.
AI articles about that topic. So you have this disparity between information.
Yeah, it's been trained on itself.
Yeah.
Like Ouroboros.
But
Yeah.
until we get to a vastly different world when the AGI is just so prominent that we essentially have two species on Earth, us and the AI,
Yes.
the consumer will always be human.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
therefore, you are always stuck with the fact that, especially if you're a company or something, it's the humans who have the money to give you. So you eventually need to sell to the humans. you
I
know what
want to
I'm
know Ladybeard's thoughts on if AGI is going to happen anytime soon.
I mean, my friends who, look, everyone who wants it to happen is convinced it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not
Everyone
convinced.
who's scared
I'm not
of it.
convinced.
You're not convinced?
No, I think the market will crash way before that happens.
Well, how will the market crashing affect the AI?
Because this is all like a bubble right now. It's crazy, all the money.
But doesn't the AI, like you said, it's an Ouroboros and it feeds itself?
Yeah, but I don't think it's feeding itself good like anything. I actually don't think the system's sophisticated enough. And I don't think it can get there in art. Not in the next 10, 20 years.
Really?
I don't think so.
It might be an unsustainable system.
I think that all these companies, because you hear about what's going on with all the money involved in it, you're like, I think it's all going to crash the market. Like,
I mean,
these companies are going to run out of money before we get there.
From a financial standpoint,
Yeah.
it definitely seems to me like a bubble.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems to me like 2008 and the Dutch tulips and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's what? I saw a thing that said it was like, I think, 7 times bigger than the .com bubble or 14
Get out of here,
times.
really?
Yeah, right
Damn.
now. Right now. But look, I mean, I just don't have faith that these things are going to be smarter than us in the next like 5 years. And I don't think these companies have enough money to last that long. Because they're getting in, it's like OpenAI is getting investment from NVIDIA, and NVIDIA is investing in another company that is building the data centers. And so it's all this, they're all just giving money to each other. And if everyone knows the perpetual motion machine, the thing you have to do is hide the battery, it doesn't fucking, there's no way it's sustainable. This is not going to work. So my prediction is that we'll see some kind of fucking massive economical crash that will put an end to this, or at least an end to what it looks like now. And then it'll have to pick back up, and eventually it will happen. But I don't think it'll happen anytime soon.
It'll happen?
I think it will happen, this AGI stuff, at some point.
I see.
But I think the slop fest that they're trying to feed you right now it's just all smoke and mirrors. Because that's why now even like OpenAI, their strategy is that they have to pivot to being social media and feeding you slop videos.
Really? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, because they're running out of cash flow. And so right now their strategy is, okay, well, let's get people using this as like a slop maker, some kind of social media to hopefully stem the bleeding, because they're burning through money.
Right, really? Are they?
Yeah, there's no plan of how to make it sustainable right now, of like how to make money. AGI is the plan. Get to AGI, figure it out. Because then once it's AGI, it's infinite money.
And once, the AGI can tell you how to make
Are you
money.
familiar with AGI?
No.
AGI is the concept that this AI will get to the point where it is now better at humans in everything. Or it can beat a human in
So
nearly
like the
everything.
AI overlord's taking over basically.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
And the idea, the thought process is if a company manages to do that, they will pretty much
It's the Holy Grail.
unequivocally be the most valuable company in the world.
Right.
Because now they control something that can replace humans in many, many fields.
Yeah, right.
Like straight up.
Right.
Like no questions asked. Like it can be a better doctor than a doctor.
That's
It's the
scary.
thing.
Yeah, really?
Well, that's what the thought process with the AGI is, that like it can do
Better
these
than
things
anything
better.
a human could ever do.
Yeah. Which, and I think it's very wishful thinking in the current. I'm not saying it won't ever get there. I think we have time, and we're self-destructive enough as the human race to do it. We would do it, and companies are driven enough. But I think, like right now, what's happening? It's all fucked. It's all a bubble that's going to explode, and it's gonna be the everyday person who feels the consequences, not these billionaire fucks who are doing it.
Yeah,
So
of
we're
course.
going to feel this hurt for these morons who are sinking in trillions into this thing, and they're like, the economics are great right now. Everyone buy. And then, bye 401k, bye retirement for everyone else.
Right.
I think that's what's going to happen. That's my doomer perspective on all this.
That's very interesting. That conversation went to a far grander level than I honestly expected it to.
I
That was
apologize.
very
I mean,
interesting.
I think it's impossible to discuss. You start off with anime and you realize, wait, it's not just anime, it's everything. Because everything is going through the same thing right now.
Google OpenAI operating costs? It's an unfathomable amount of money.
It takes tremendous amounts of water and electricity and whatnot. doesn't it? Joey's left. If we cutting?
Nah, we can continue.
Nah, we can
okay.
keep going.
OpenAI
I'll make this
operating
hammer be
costs.
Look at Joey. Look at Joey right there.
I have a Hungarian father.
OpenAI spends about $2 to make $2.25 to make $1. And that's probably what they're willing to say publicly.
They spend $2.25 to make one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's no clear way of how they're planning to, really make
I mean, it
money.
sounds like a bit of the old Bernie Madoff, doesn't it? It sounds like a little bit of the old pump it up and then sell it on, and now it's someone else's problem.
Yeah.
But unlike where I felt like with other companies, because, this is a very San Francisco idealist way of making businesses, which is just make something big and figure it out. I think the amount of money that is being pumped into this and the amount of the stock market that is reliant on these companies is very dangerous. Because, like the S&P 500 is like mostly these fucking 7 companies.
Is it really?
Yeah, how much of the, can you Google percentage of S&P 500 that is 7 companies?
This became a very different kind of podcast.
Yeah.
is.
Don't
Yes.
take my advice on any
I
of
hope
this.
this is something your fans are interested in
Oh,
hearing.
we talk about every topic. So
Okay, all right.
By weight, yeah, it's something like, look, it's something
Man, this
ridiculous.
conversation got deep while I left.
It's really.
We're adulting.
NVIDIA,
Yeah, so
Microsoft,
NVIDIA
Apple,
is
Amazon,
7% of the top 500. That's like, it should never be like that.
Wow, I see.
So now if there's a tech bubble that bursts, it's like 7%, 6%, 6%, 3%, 3%, 6%, and then Google is like top 2. So like if this tech bubble bursts, it's like 30, 25% of the entire economy. And I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but
Yeah, so good point. So everyone's retirement savings are invested
everything's in
into
this.
that.
This is going to be a
Yeah.
massive fucking colossal disaster.
Turns out you're very well educated.
Well, I'm not. I just pretend. Look at those anime girls.
I was gonna say, they're very appealing, aren't they?
No, I try to keep up with this because you're like, hopefully we've all getting to the age now where you're like, what do when we no longer good on camera?
Yes.
Got to start thinking of the retirement
Yes.
plan early.
You talk to people and they're like, we got to put it in this and then we're going to put it all in NVIDIA. I'm like, that, don't know.
Do you boys have the other side of this plan? Are you going to make some small humans?
I would like to.
I would like to, eventually, yes.
I'm not sure. No, not sure. Just haven't reached that age yet where I think the clock strikes me.
Okay.
I think there'll be a primal desire at some point. I don't know.
So-
Hoping it will.
But hang on, but small humans aside, what's the other side of this plan? Do you have a plan?
That's a great idea. A great question, sorry. No, I think, I don't know, I'm not sure what yours is, but for me, it would be nice to just be able to hopefully live comfortably one day when this is, when we don't, I'd like to be in the position that when I say that when I feel like I'm done with all filming, be on camera, that I can just kind of be like, all right, don't have to worry about money. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be the best case.
I think the dream for most people, being able to say when you're done, that you can actually be done.
Yeah.
There's no worry about debt or any of this stuff.
Got to come back.
Yeah.
Chris Rock is back because he got divorced and lost all his money. So he's touring, doing the comedy tour. Yeah.
I think what Chris Rock needed was a great lawyer to start with and some kind of prenuptial agreement. I think. But what about you yourself? Was there,
do you have a retirement
Yeah,
plan?
I have a big old plan, but I don't want to publicly discuss
of
it.
course.
Because the plans until this point, none of them played out the way I thought I would. So I don't want to lock myself into something.
And that's the beauty of plans, is that you hope that along the way you at least laid some bricks that kind of put you in a good direction that allow you to work off of.
Sometimes you make a plan and then nothing goes according to plan, but then you realize you actually reached the same goal you were going for with the original plan
learn things.
anyway.
You learn
And you
things.
realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it interesting?
I think if you're always working towards something and giving yourself some form of goal, it's just beneficial, right? It allows you to kind of take stock of what's going on instead of aimlessly just being like, I'll just perform again. I'll just keep performing. Oh, I need to find something or find some purpose in that.
I think I speak on behalf of all of us when we say that. I don't think any of us were expecting to do what we currently do for as long as we've done it.
Yeah.
So that in and of itself is already like, you know what? It's going all right. It's
We
going all right,
come
actually.
in with the assumption that next year we won't have a job.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah. Which could happen. You never know.
which
Is
could
it
happen.
going to be? Do you feel like Ladybeard is going to be the play for the next long term, or is it eventually you think I might try something else? Or because you seem like a creative nuclear reactor
Yes.
of like
Very
just
kind.
so much.
Yes.
I think it's very kind of you.
It's just
I
Chernobyl
have
spilling out. I'm joking. I'm kidding, sorry.
I am Chernobyl. That's what I named my daughter. Chernobyl Beard.
I mean, to be fair, I think you have this like unstoppable energy force.
Thanks, man. That's
that,
very
yeah,
kind. I've got various things I want to do. I've got a lot more Ladybeard left in me. A lot more things left.
Nice.
in me.
That's cool. It's cool
There's
to
some
see.
other non-Ladybeard things I want to do as
yeah.
well. But like one thing at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I'm getting to that point now where I just think running a cafe sounds nice.
Right?
But I probably won't. But it just
Yes.
sounds really nice in my
That's
head.
my
to-
retirement plan.
It's the chill. It's the thought.
Yeah, it's the thought.
You could run an Airbnb in Niigata or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to interact with the customers. It'd be nice.
sorry.
I can do that
Yeah.
now if I wanted to. Nothing's stopping me.
I like the idea of, having some form of feel like there's a community and that I'm playing a role in it. I think
Yes.
that is more appealing every day, especially with online when you feel like I'm not connecting there's so much like arguing and you're like, I'm just going to make a cafe. And when I see Tim every day, I'll get to know Tim one day at a time,
Yeah.
one coffee, and then we'll
100%.
get to chat. And then that's some role that we play in each other's lives.
The small, tight-knit community.
Yeah, that's what the world was.
Yeah.
It really was, yeah. We're going back to the roots.
Yeah, now
Until
we're
the
going
Vikings
back.
come over the horizon, and then you're gonna need all the community you can get.
Ladybeard will rise one day and you will not be ready.
You see the pink dress in the horizon. It's like, oh, God.
Do you know?
Here he comes.
TSA does not ask why he is here. They politely ask him, please spare us.
I can hear him from across the horizon.
Oh, God.
He's coming.
That'd be my problem with my strategy. I'd be so noisy that I'd have plenty of time to prepare. There'd be no sneak attacks available.
Oh, my
In Ladybeard's
God.
war plan. The thing. I had
What
a
is the
thing.
thing?
I was
The
about
thing.
to say a thing, but then
The
I
thing?
forgot what the thing was as I was about to say it. You know when that happens? It's the worst.
Well,
Well, yeah. We've
Let
done,
me,
we've done a podcast for 5 years.
Yes, we've been
happens
there
all the
a long
time.
I'll
man.
take this opportunity to plug my musician Endigo.
Please do,
Hey,
please do.
our new album Omakase is being made by the amazing Endigo. Endigo's a fantastic musician, making all the tracks on our album. Thrilled to be working with Endigo. Please go check out Macho on the internet and our new release, the semi-final that I was supposed to tell you about earlier, but didn't. Yes.
Well, now you have.
Now you
I
have.
and TikTok. Go check
And
out
TikTok.
Now,
and
I got my
the
TikTokers,
And the
the
TikTokers.
Instagrammy,
Yes.
the YouTubey, the Twitty Twooty, the Face of McBook, all these things in the stock market that we just complained about. There's all the things I'm asking you to go to.
We need to make a bubble of Ladybeard. We need to pump those numbers,
Yes,
make
the
it
lady-
unsustainable.
The lady bubble. We'll
We need the
pump
lady
it.
bubble.
The lady bubble.
But again, thanks
Get
so
my
much.
frame. Thank you, man.
Like,
Thank you
it's
so much
really
for coming
so
on.
good to see you again.
Thank you,
Yeah.
bro.
Happy
Thank you
on.
guys for
It's a
having me. It's been
pleasure.
amazing.
No, 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 it was
Always a pleasure whenever you come on.
Thank you,
100%.
boys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hey, look at all these patrons on the screen, though.
yes.
Do you have a favorite
Do you
patron?
have a patron? They're on the
Someone
screen right now. Point.
Patreon.
Yeah, point to
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Point to-
Douglas.
Douglas.
Douglas, where is Douglas?
Is there a Douglas?
Is he up? Is he down?
Oh, he's right
Where
there.
is he?
He's
Yeah.
on the
Douglas
screen
might be around
somewhere.
here.
If your name is
Hey, I hope
Douglas
Douglas
and you're
is
not
about.
subscribed to your Patreon or to our Patreon, now's your time.
You need
Now's
to
your
now.
time.
But
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
that
thank
wrapped
you.
up naturally.
But hey, if you want to support the boys as per usual, then make sure to head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/trashtaste, because not only will you be supporting the boys, but you get weekly Patreon exclusive content that you guys can go check out right after this one. Mudan, play a clip of that.
What a great place.
I feel like this was doable.
Oh, what the fuck? How are we gonna do this?
Watch.
Wow.
Oh god, this
Holy
crap.
shit. Fucking joke.
He was almost goaded. I thought I was goaded.
Oh, I want the coin.
No! Fuck!
What an
I got
idiot.
greedy. Oh man, I got greedy.
What?
No,
Oh my god.
damn it! If I didn't go for the coin, I would have got it.
Bro, that was so doable. That was so fucking doable.
But hey, if you want to check that out and support the show in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify.
Look at this guy.
That was
Look-
amazing.
Look at this guy.
Yeah,
Look at
wow.
this
I've
guy.
done this for 5 years, baby.
He's gonna be on his deathbed.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, Joey,
hate our face. Spotify. Oh.
Thank you so much, Rod.
Pleasure, bro. Thank you
so
for
much.
having me so much. Great to see
Shit,
you
I
all.
fucked
up.
Thank you, sir. That was a bit weird. We'll do it again. Anyways. I was going for the old one of those.
The DAP.
Yeah,
He's
oh,
going for the
this one's
DAP.
for the
Which
dash.
one are we going for?
Okay, let's go for it. Let's go
Just
for
one of
this
these?
one.
Okay, what was
ready?
that? 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
There we go.
Just pop,
There we
pop
go.
it hard,
If only-
pop it hard.
if only I had-
3, 2, 1.
There
Oh,
we
come
go.
on.
Yes! Gartopia, thank you, bro. I love it.
worries,
Hell
man.
yeah.
And thank you, dear Trash Taste listeners. The Rubbish Rabble. We didn't talk about the Rubbish Rabble. This has been the Rubbish Rabble. The Rubbish
I need a
Rabble
medic.
on Trash Taste Radio. Thank you so much for paying attention. At Ladybeard_Japan, at Babybeard_Japan. New album. I love you.
I'll see you
All
guys
right.
next week. Bye.